Terrence Howard or Jesse Williams or somebody light-skinned.
That's therapy.
Yeah.
You go to therapy. I heard you go to therapy twice a week. Is that true?
I go sometimes 2 times a week.
Yeah.
But I stay in it. I try once a week, and sometimes I do it once a week with 2 therapists. I have a male and a female therapist, Delana and Rodney. And I because I was in like couples co-parenting therapy, and then she left, and so I was just like, well, I like hearing both your voices, so I'm gonna keep you both.
So what like? See, I don't know, and again, this is a flaw of mine. I'm not saying this is. I understand. I know my flaws. I know what's wrong with me. I don't know if I could go to therapy. I've never been to therapy.
You know what's crazy? Is you're like that old, you're the old head. You don't want to change. You're like, I like this, and this is the way I like things the way, I like the temperature like this. You don't want to, you're like an old woman. Like, I don't want to change.
Yeah,
I like this. No, I don't.
No,
I
would
want
be
my chair here.
You talk about getting out of your comfort zone.
Change
This would be out of my comfort.
Good.
Emoting to somebody, opening up. It's not something I'm good at. I can do it right here. I can do it on the show. I can open up and
do you have kids?
On the mic. No kids. No.
You should go to therapy. Here's the thing. Everything is preparation, right? Be your best you. When you finally have kids, and you finally have these little things, try to have it all figured out as much as you can.
My wife doesn't want to have kids. I like kids. I would love to have kids, but my wife
maybe
doesn't
she's just like, I don't want kids.
She just looks at me and goes,
he won't grow.
He needs to be on therapy.
You know how much therapy my kids will need? But go to therapy, and what you're going to find, and if you go to therapy, go to couples therapy. It's good to learn new things. It's good to try new ways of life. It's good to learn something new about yourself. So you get good
pieces of advice or things like out of them.
And it's not like they give you advice.
Yeah.
You just by talking figure yourself out. Like, oh, that's why I'm like that. That's why. And it's like, oh my God, I have issues with my dad that I even think I had, and it's affecting me in this way. And then you start apologizing to people like, I'm sorry I do that to you, and here's why I do that to you, and I'm going to work on not doing that anymore. And that's a lie, but at least you try, and it's good to see the effort. And I want to be as good as I can be in life, period. Not just as an artist, but as a person, man, and I as a father and as a loved one and a brother. I'm a lot of different roles in people's lives.
You bring up God a lot. Are you religious? I know you grew up Jehovah's Witness.
I'm not religious.
No,
I just know God and I love Him, and I know it's real. I appreciate everything that I've been through, and I'm grateful I'm still here, and I'm grateful to God for that.
Were your parents like very? I know they were Jehovah's Witness. He was very.
He was religious. Like everything was in the book. My father told me before he passed. He said, "If you ever need me, I'm right there in that book. If you ever want to talk to me, I'm right there in that book.
Yeah,
you know my God, and you will know your Father, because that is my Father." And my mother was like, "Oh, listen." God is in every book. So when you want to see me, you go read any book and Mama's there. I'm like, now when I read Green Eggs and Ham, I'm like, oh my God, ham backwards is Ma.
Did they get along pretty well?
No, they fought like cats and dogs.
Did they really?
Their sex must have been awesome.
Make-up sex all the time?
Yeah, I actually saw them one time when I was little.
Oh, no.
My dad
No wonder you're in therapy.
Killing the game. I was playing hide and go seek.
So was he.
And I was in the closet. And I just heard plap, plap, splat, plap. And my dad I never seen a hump this high. He jumped up, ass hit the ceiling, came down, blop, blop. I was like, oh my God. And then my mother, after they finished, she was tidying up, and she opened to get a dress, and I was in the closet. She said, what the hell? And she called me Jack the Ripper. And I said, she said, why was you in here? I was like, we was playing hide and go seek, and I hid in the closet. And she was like, and I said, what was you and Dad doing? And she said, huh? And she was sweeping up the room. I said, what was y'all doing? And she said, we was just arguing. I said, naked? She said, yeah. So here I am in 5th grade. And I was 5 years old. I was in kindergarten, and I went to kindergarten. It's kindergarten, Miss Little's class. And so I went to school, and I told the girls, I said, we're going to get naked and we're going to argue.
I'm surprised your mom didn't say like this, what the hell? When she discovered, when she opened the closet door to get a dress and tidy up. She just said it just like that with that inflection.
She said, what the hell? What you doing in here? Creep? Jack the Ripper?
Jeffrey has amazing timing, doesn't he? My guy Jeffrey back there just always knows when to chime in with a relevant comment. And yeah. So they did. They argued all the time.
Yeah, they argued.
Do you think that had an effect? Like, if you see that, that's what...
They taught us comedy.
I tell you, see, my wife and I were talking about Puff Daddy, P. Daddy, whatever his name is. And we were talking
He's had
about...
so many, Sean Cole.
Well, and he said, obviously, in the news, you know everything that's going on with him, of course. And first of all, when that stuff started coming out, I go... I don't know if I believe
I was just like, man, thank God, because I'm tired of my business being in the news.
Yeah,
Good luck, brother.
My God, yeah, you guys, you're on TMZ every week.
Whoa, thank God Puffy got another story.
I can get back on my United flight.
My man, yeah.
So I go, I don't know. And then, of course, this video comes out. He's beating this girl. You go, okay, well, that's not good. And then I had a conversation with my wife, and maybe I'm too... I don't want to say forgive it because I'm not excusing what he did, anything like that. But when people do stuff, instead of trying to immediately persecute them, I go, well, what happened? How did this happen? And I said, this guy, from what I know of him, and I don't know him personally, but he had a pretty rough upbringing. His dad was not like a great guy, and you have. And I go, when you see this, when this is your environment, when you're raised in an environment, this is what you know. This is how you turn out. Yeah. And I'm not excusing that behavior. Obviously, we all saw that.
But see, that's when you're a child, right? And I think two things. I think first of all, we live in an unforgiving society. And I think that's sad for society. I think we've become so... I don't know. We all have God complexes. Like, nobody could do no wrong. Like, we're not living... People, we should always hold space to forgive, just as individuals, no matter what somebody does, right? We hold a little bit of space, and we pray that they grow and grow beyond the person that they've been. And there's no excuses for that kind of behavior, but there are. And it's not that you forgive it, but those people got to do the work. I pray at this point, they
have to really do the work. Sometimes people will just say, like, you make a video, God, you cry, or
whatever's
whatever.
happening is all God, and He's whatever trials and tribulations He's going to encounter. It's His talk with Him and God, and now you got to pay the piper. And you and God's going to sit down. I hope you do the work. I hope you go to therapy. I hope you really get in prayer and really. And I hold space and hope for people to be better, because society needs that. And at the same time, because I don't think any woman should ever be treated in that way. But, I still hold space that, and I tell people we live in an unforgiving society, and we need to stop just sending people to jail. We need remediation. Jail doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't help you become a better person. I think we should fix people, therapy, things like that. And if jail happens, that's where God wants you to be. Then find your therapy there, find your space there, but allow this experience to make you better.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, your kids, like, if you so he had you can ruin your kids if you do things in life as a bad parent or whatever. And if you see your parents arguing all the time, that probably had an effect on relationships
Definitely
as you get into, because you go, it's normalized. You don't know any differently.
Definitely
and
did.
if he's seeing people beat women or whatever, that's the way it is. And then my wife, she did have a good point. She said, yeah, I get all that. But if one guy in the world could get therapy or whatever in order to fix themselves.
Got to do the work.
This guy has every opportunity over the past 20, 30 years or whatever in order to do that. So, but she's not as forgiving as I might be, I guess.
Well, she's a woman, and you know, and look, what we saw wasn't fun. I know Puff. I've known Puff since college, right? So, like, I've been to his house. I know his kids. I know his children. I know, you
guys might have even gone to the same school.
Went to Howard University.
Yeah.
So I always hold, I pray for everybody involved. I pray for the women. I pray that he gets help and that he gets better, and that I hold space and pray for that brother.
Now you see,
you
don't
for his
always
kids. I pray for his, but I know him. I'm not gonna throw him under a bus and be like, I know him all the time. I never seen him act like that. That was a shock to me. I was like, Puff? I was like, I didn't know that was. I was like, oh no, that must have been Sean Combs. That wasn't Puff. That was Diddy. That was more. You know what I'm saying? And I think he seen that, and to look back at it, and you can look at his eyes. He's going through it, but this is between him and God, and I can't throw him completely under a bus, like that, because I know him. You know what I'm saying? And so when you know people, you deal with it differently. And I know Cassie, and I pray for her. I'm like, wow, I didn't know none of this was happening. Yeah. If I was seeing out or pulling him aside, I'd be like, let me holler at you for a second. Bro, you can't do that. I would gave him my goodness, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think you kick people when they down. And I think sometimes you just mind your damn business too, because if I can't speak on it. I just know for me as an individual, I don't lay my hands on women. That's not the way I was raised. My mother cursed my father out every day. So much so that, man, there was times me and my brothers used to wish, he would hit her one time. Oh, man, this in the body. Bob, shut up. But my father never did. My father, and that's an example. And that's why I say, I have to show up good, because I've had good examples. My father never laid a hand on my mama, not one. And one day we asked my father, like, why don't you hit her? And my father said to me, he said, because, son, if I hit your mother, my Father, who is God, will frown upon us and frown upon that action, and our family will be cursed. He said, I have 5 boys, and if I ever hit your mother, I'm sending a resounding message to my 5 boys that it is okay for you to lay your hands on a woman. And my son, it never is. And those words stick with me in my actions, and that I'm a father, and that my children never see me in that way. I don't even yell at the mothers. I don't argue. I walk away, I gather my thoughts, I'll come back, and I have a discussion. Because I have no excuses. I have to show up as the best version of me, because there's a karma, and God comes for you. And I'm trying to hear him before he yells at me, because when he has to yell at you, man, it's bad. So I just show up and be my best me, and I pray for everybody to be their best selves. And, there's kids involved, right, as well. Everybody just looks, he's a mogul, he's this. No, there's young boys there. There's Justin, there's Christian, there's his daughters. Like, you don't think, like, there's a family there that is dealing with stuff, and here we are lighting fires and this and that, and all I could do is sit there and pray for all of them that they're okay, and that he gets better, because he needs to be, for his family and for himself and for young black men all across the world that need that kind of example. And maybe this is a great example that, this is what can happen to you if you don't get therapy, if you don't do the work. Everything is an example.
Do you think it's unfair, like when you say young black man, like when Will Smith, we were talking about that, slaps him. Do you think that he's, is it different because he's a black man? Is it more, do you think the reaction was any different? Or do you think there's more like, how could you do this? This is you're a representative of...
I think we live in an unforgiving society that just because you're a hero, it means that you don't have hurt, you don't have damage, you don't have trauma. Read Will's book. Will got trauma. That's why I said, hey, brother, go to therapy. Enjoy your night, but go to therapy. Puff, go to therapy, but they're still human. I don't, just because you're a celebrity, just because you got money, just because everything looks perfect, it doesn't erase the trauma that you've had in your life. And you don't know when you're going to have a mental break. People have mental breaks and breakdowns, and what we witness is clearly what happened with Will. That That was a breakdown.
And really,
at the Oscars, that was I was like, oh my God, I was like seriously, like, oh, are you okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody goes, are you okay? You know what I mean? Like, you know, are you happy once if we have such a hard society and everything is so concrete, are we happy when that person that we love that did that action, when they commit suicide because of the guilt or the pain, that are we happy now? Are we happy now? Or are we just creating more trauma for more people to deal with? We have to hold space for forgiving. We have to hold space for prayer.
Now, can you forgive the people that just broke into your house and
I forgave them already.
Already.
I
saw on the news. Your home was just robbed.
I forgave them already. I don't own.
You are a better person than me.
I'd be out hunting them.
I'd be out there hunting those people down.
They took the guns I would have shot them with. I don't own nothing. I don't have cash. This is the only jewelry I got. You robbed the wrong dude. There's some real ballers in that neighborhood that wear a lot of gold. Why you want to rob the brokest dude?
Do you think you were targeted, or they just pick a random home, a nice house?
No, but I tell you, I don't have nothing. Maybe I should start getting something so when they do rob me, I'll make a robber mad. This Negro ain't got nothing.
So they break into your house 2:30 in the morning.
222.
222. Through a window or whatever. They break a window. They go in. You're not there. You weren't at home, I guess.
No.
If you're traveling or whatever.
Immediately, you know what I did?
What's that?
Said a prayer.
Yeah?
Grateful to God. Thank you for me not being there. Thank you, because that's protection.
Yeah.
Thank you for my children not being there. Thank you that nobody was hurt. I didn't care about thank you if nothing was stolen. I didn't care.
You're the only guy that I know that their home gets broken into, and you thank God for it.
I thank God. Thank God I wasn't hurt. I thank God I wasn't home. If I'm home and I hear that, I'm immediately grabbing my shotgun and I'm shooting people, and I'm not asking you no questions. And now I have to deal with the news. Marlon Wayans shoots 3 people that broke into his home. Now Marlon Wayans has to live with the fact that he shot 3 people, and that is on my conscience for the rest of my life. That will shift my conscience. I'm grateful that I was not there. God is great.
Let me ask you one last question, then we'll wrap it up. Marlon Wayans going to be at the Funny Bone tonight, 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow. You talk about you're thankful you didn't have to shoot the people. You've been in entertainment a long time.
Yep.
A trial that's going on right now. Alec Baldwin is on trial for shooting that cinematographer in that movie. Everyone knows the story. They're filming a scene. He's pointing the gun right at her. You know, gun goes off, shoots her. Unfortunately, she dies. We've had a lot of discussion on this show numerous times as this has wound its way through the news, and I say...
I forgot about that. Alec Baldwin must have been real happy when the Diddy stuff happened. He's like, oh, thank God.
I said, I don't think that he should be responsible for this, because when somebody hands, and all these, I have a bunch of guns, but all these guns, you need to check the gun, you need to do this, you need to do that. But when you're on a movie set and you have an armorer, a professional, and they give you a gun, you've been on movie sets, they give you a gun, you assume you're an actor. You assume you're not a maybe you specifically know a lot about guns. I don't know, but some people don't. I don't know how you hold him responsible for that. What do you, just from somebody who's been on many movies? What do you think?
Crazy to hold him responsible for that. That man didn't mean that. He didn't mean to shoot that person. That was just a freak accident. You know what I mean? It's like I check and triple check my guns. I look for the light coming through. I look at the ammunition. I make sure that the gun is not loaded to the best of my ability. But when something like that happens, if it was to happen, I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't load the gun. I didn't put a real slug in there. Nobody means to do that. And I don't think he should be responsible.
No, and they had, I think it was a dummy bullet that they put in there. So even if you look at it, how's this guy supposed to know a dummy bullet from a real bullet? Like it's completely. I just think. And I pray
for the family, right? I pray that I hope their family forgives him. You know what I mean? That her husband, or and that's scary. I just did a movie in Albuquerque with guns, and I checked the thing over and over again. I checked that chamber because I never want to do that to somebody. You know what I mean?
Was it different? Is it different on a movie set now? Like after that accident takes place, a person gets shot. Has anything changed from movies you did 10 years ago?
I wish Alec Baldwin was in my house when the robbers came.
He would have taken care of that problem right away
with a dummy bullet. But he wouldn't mean to.
All right, Marlon Wayne's gonna be at the Funny Bone tonight. 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow night as well. MarlonWaynesOfficial.com for the tickets. Marlon, it's always good having you.
Thank you,
come
brother.
in.
My first podcast.
I hope that
you were my first podcast experience. You busted my cherry.
Well,
and I'll never forget it, Rose.
Yeah, he was telling me, he goes, this is like the only. I know my radio stations go crazy because we go over and we go too long. Jesus Christ, I didn't realize how late it was.
You interviewed me for a whole day.
Yeah.
It's dinner time now.
All right, it is. I got to wrap the show up. Marlon, thank you for coming in. We will be back live on Monday morning. Have a great day.
Also,
yes.
Make sure you look out for my tour. I'm going to be on tour, the Wild Child Tour. Get your tickets on MarlonWaynesOfficial.com. The Wild Child Tour coming to a theater near you. Make sure you get
your last
tickets.
Special on on Amazon Prime.
Good Grief on Amazon Prime.
There you go. And if you haven't heard, he has also in this movie called White Chicks. Maybe you should check it out. All right. We'll be back live Monday morning. Have a great day and a great weekend. It's Rover's Morning Glory. Bye.
Bye.
Rover's Morning Glory.
iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas, September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. That's AXS.com.
The Hartford Small Business Insurance knows opening a small business is a great achievement. They offer custom insurance solutions to fit your needs. Get a quote and find why over 1 million small business owners trust them at thehartford.com/smallbusiness.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Watch for emergency vehicles working on downed power lines. North Lake Boulevard at US 1. Lake Avenue South is shut down for construction eastbound between 8th Street and Dixie Highway. Spot something on the roads? Call the traffic tip line, pound 250, keyword West Palm Traffic. I'm Ron Hersey.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Don't miss up to 70% off select major appliances at the Lowe's Closeout event. But hurry, these deals are too good to last because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 8/7 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Hey, it's the Greek, Monroe's of Palm Beach. Wizards and Wands, huge event, 500 cash prizes for the best costume, plus prize raffles all night long. Monroe's of Palm Beach, open till 5 a.m. It's Saturday, July 13th, Wizards and Wands. It's a big event. Stop by. You'll see a beautiful lady, enjoy a great night, and open till 5 a.m. It's Wizards and Wands with 500 cash on the line. Monroe's is open 7 days a week, and they're open at 5 a.m. with beautiful ladies all the time. The magic is there every night at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Peace.
Should I be supporting my brain health?
There's a way to support your overall brain health, including memory, and it's called Nariva. Nariva Brain Health supplements have clinically tested ingredients that can support up to 7 indicators of brain health, including memory. Look for Nariva at Walmart today and feel the difference. Also try Nariva Ultra with clinically tested cognitive and feel mentally alert. Available at Walmart. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
High five. Up top. Heck yeah.
Dave's company just got the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business.
Yeah, 5 years.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
High five for gig speed.
5 years of advanced security.
Security win.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Our rate ain't changing.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
There it is.
He hasn't given this many high fives since Deborah brought in her famous banana bread.
Woohoo!
Now he's got savings.
I'm so excited.
Yep, Dave's feeling it. But it's only for a limited time, so don't wait. Switch today and ask how to get the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business. Powering 5 years of savings. Powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
And it's hurting, but I am not stopping. Woo!
Ends 8/21/24. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world, protecting America, fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Guys, are you tired of being tired? Frustrated because it seems impossible to lose belly fat? If you're looking for a solution, then listen to Mark.
I had fantastic results with the Andro 400 Max. Probably lost 35 pounds, and more impressive than that was the inches I lost off of my belly and my waist. And the increased energy is fantastic. I'll be totally honest, I tried a different product, and I wasn't happy with the different product. You guys are considerably cheaper than the other brand, and I can really feel the difference.
Andro 400 Max, the extra strength, all-natural testosterone booster. The safe, easy, and affordable way to gain energy and lose stubborn belly fat. Satisfaction guaranteed or your money back. Feel and look like a new man. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
This July 26th through 28th, get ready for an event that will inspire and empower Christians across America. The Believers Summit is coming to West Palm Beach, Florida. This summit is more than just a gathering. It's a mission to stand courageously for truth, embracing a here I am spirit of readiness and obedience to God's call. Join an inspiring lineup of speakers including Charlie Kirk, Jansen Franklin, Allie Stuckey, Eric Metaxas, Sage Steele, and many more. Register now for 25% off using code WPBLOCAL at tpusafaith.com/believers.
A violent crime is committed every 24 seconds. The U.S. Concealed Carry Association exists to provide you with firearms education, training, and access to self-defense liability insurance, so when trouble comes, you'll be ready. Over 800,000 Americans trust the USCCA, and right now, there's an exclusive, limited-time offer for radio listeners. Go to defendfamily.com to get a free family defense guide, a survival secrets training video from a retired FBI agent, and see all the benefits of membership. Go to defendfamily.com now.
Hi, I'm Angie Hicks, co-founder of Angie. When you use Angie for your home projects, you know all your jobs will be done well. Roof repair? Done well. Kitchen sink install? Done well. Deck upgrades? Done well. Electrical upgrade? Done well. Angie's been connecting homeowners with skilled pros for nearly 30 years, so we know the difference between done and done well. Hire high-quality, certified pros at Angie.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy as we move through our Friday morning. Showers coming to an end for us, but there's still going to be the chance of a little rain and a scattered thunderstorm as we move throughout our day. We're going to see a little bit more sunshine, though, with the Saharan dust clearing out of the area. Temperatures will be upper 80s later today, and we're going to be near 90 again for the weekend.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
The best nugs are now even better. Wendy's new Saucy Nugs take the nugs you love and sauce them up in bold flavors, including buffalo, honey barbecue, garlic parm, and spicy ghost pepper. Try them all today. For a whole new way to nug, it's gotta be Wendy's, a participating U.S. Wendy's.
The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration
in the United States. Since it was established in 1861, there have been 3,517 people awarded with the medal. I'm Malcolm Gladwell, and our new podcast from Pushkin Industries and iHeartMedia is about those heroes. Listen to Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. Or $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword cash at realradio921.com. That's cash. Enter it now at realradio921.com, and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Will it ever end?
Will this ever end?
What are you talking about?
This week. This work week.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
It's Friday already? It's been a long week.
Really?
Yeah, I've been putting a lot of hours in.
There's only so many hours in the day.
Well, it feels like I've been working 25 hours a day, 8 days a week.
Well, it's the weekend.
Now all we need to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Redefining radio. This is where the fun begins. Introducing Greek.
Let me tell you something. Don't ever love more you than anybody else you love more.
Francis.
Because then you're squeezing your banana so hard every time you come in here, and then you're pounding it on the desk.
Jimmy.
We haven't had to pull it for quite a while, so we're going to lube it up.
Let's get the party started. It's the Penthouse on Real Radio.
Yes, it's the Penthouse on Real Radio on a Friday with a lot coming at you. So put in your mouthpiece and your stockings because you're going to need it today. There's a lot going on today for you guys. Hope you just enjoyed Rover and his crew. And now you're with us until 2 o'clock. And the Greek Zone with two big handicappers today. So we got a lot going on. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and a good morning.
And it wouldn't be a Penthouse without her. Good morning, Francis.
Hi, good morning, Greek. Good morning, Jimmy, and good morning to you. Happy Friday.
We're going to get right into it with a trifecta in this day in history.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
All right, the Yankees, I told you, are not playing good. So what do you do when the team doesn't play good? You bet against them. And they lost again last night to Tampa. This weekend's going to be a big weekend for the Yankees. They're in Baltimore for 3 games. Orioles are in first place. It's either going to be tied by the end of the weekend or we're going to be packing it. So we'll see what happens. ESPYs last night, hosted by Serena Williams. Nikki Glaser, big night for her, too. Man, the last 2 big events, her name's really got out there. I know a lot of people.
Did she do some roasting? I didn't watch.
No, she had some good jokes, and she gave an award away.
All right, so she was a presenter.
Yeah, she was funny. She really was. But I got to tell you, her career in the last, whatever it is, month and a half has really skyrocketed for a lot of people who may not have been familiar with her. But she went after the golfer a little, and she's funny. She just is. And Serena went after the kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs. So she was pretty funny. Super Bowl odds are still out, and the Dolphins are a good choice at 24-1. But watch that, because if Tua doesn't sign, or maybe he gets traded, those odds would change. And the Chiefs and Niners are still the 1 and 2 at 6-1 to win it all. That is your Greeks trifecta. Now over to Jimmy for this day in history.
On this day in history.
Well, let's go way back to 2,124 years ago today, 100 BC. Maybe you heard of this guy. Julius Caesar was born on this day. The month of July and the salad were both named after him. True story.
It's not true. We learned about it. Caesar salad is 100 years old.
160.
Is it still good to eat?
It turned 100.
Oh, I thought it was 100.
No, the
'cause
creation, the creation.
I would say, isn't the salad like green-brown?
Green-brown, yes. Sorry, go ahead.
What salad gets bad? Doesn't it turn brown?
Yeah.
Okay, so then it's not
green
a crazy.
brown.
It's green-brown, yeah.
Okay. It's not a bad statement.
162 years ago today, in 1862, the Medal of Honor was created for the United States Army. 64 years ago today, 1960 was the year the first Etch-a-Sketch went on sale. It cost a whopping $2.99. And of course, the very first thing drawn was a set of stairs. 62 years ago today, 1962, the Rolling Stones performed their very first show, billed as the Rollin' Stones with no G, at the club in London.
I did not know that.
48 years ago today, 1976, the original Family Feud premiered. It's the one with, I'm assuming, Richard Dawson, correct?
Yeah, we think so.
The original host. 45 years ago today, in 1979, the Chicago White Sox hosted the infamous Disco Demolition Night between, it was a doubleheader, all right?
Yeah.
Right in between the doubleheader at Kaminsky Park. Fans got in for 98 cents, and they would bring a disco record, of course, so the LPs could be stacked in a big pile and blown up. It was the brainchild of a radio DJ, Steve Dahl, a disc jockey from Chicago's classic rock station WLUP. After Steve left, 7,000 fans charged the field and continued to throw and burn even more records. So much so, and there was so much chaos, they had to cancel the second game of the doubleheader.
I mean, that went down as one of the worst things ever for
And
baseball.
not only that, but they had to forfeit the game.
Yeah, it was bad all around.
Yeah. Finally, 20 years ago today, in 2004, the year 2004, Apple announced it had sold 100 million songs on the iTunes Music Store just 15 months after opening. The 100 millionth song was Somersault by 07. And that's what happened on this day, July 12th, in our history.
Great job, Jimmy. Last week I had some tickets that I wasn't going to use, so we gave them away. So I got some other pair of tickets in my pants again today.
In your pants. What's in Greek's pants? Yep.
Disappointment.
Your sister's ass.
That's what's in my pants. So you're going to use the call. Oh, nice. You're going to do the callback line and guess. And the first one who guess what concert it is, you're going to get 2 tickets.
Yes, and last time we did this, we didn't tell you what kind of tickets. We said maybe a sporting event, whatever. We just said tickets. We are giving you a clue, letting you know it is a concert. And once again, we are using our talk back feature. You have to have the iHeartRadio app. All right, download the iHeartRadio app. If you have not, search for Real Radio 921. You're going to see a little microphone icon. That's what you click on to leave us a voice message. And this is first come, first serve. So the first person who can guess what's in Greek's pants, what concert tickets are in Greek's pants, well, you're going to get those tickets.
I have another hint, too, if you guys don't get out of the game.
Yeah, no. I think a concert is enough of a hint, don't you?
Well, no, Jimmy said, let's say, let's give him
Let's see how it goes. All right, let's see how it goes. Like,
yeah,
if it's like 12:30, 12:45 and nobody's guessed yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I'll give him another.
Because what time are we going to pick? Well, no, we're not. It's just whoever gets it first.
Yep.
Whoever gets it first.
Somebody could be calling right now. They're calling right now. They're like, bang.
Talk back. Don't call. Use the talk back feature. That's the only outlet you can utilize to win these tickets that are in G's pants.
Yeah, and the clue is whoever it is, they are live. So it's not.
Yeah.
Concert.
Yeah. So the Whitney Houston hologram show is out.
All right, there you go.
Or the
that would still be a possibility.
Well, no, but they're not. Yeah.
Really?
But what?
Well,
how's that going to happen?
Well, Whitney Houston, she don't need to be around, does she? If you're going to use one of those.
A few seconds later.
Yeah, but you just said that they have to be live.
All right. Whatever,
Franny. Details. I don't know why you always got to beat Greek up.
I'm sorry. I can't help myself.
Thank you, Jimmy.
By the way, go to our Facebook page, Real Radio 921, and you can see us there, too. We just started streaming live on Facebook today, so
awesome.
That's our new thing as well. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You didn't read the email?
Surprise to me.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, get in the program.
You don't read anything, so I don't want to hear it.
There was no email.
I was going to say, because I read my emails.
I read one thing every day.
What's that?
My bank statement.
Your horoscope.
Exactly. Yeah. And his credit card bill.
I don't really read too much horoscopes. Like, if a girl tells me, like, hey, what's your sign? You don't get that much, but when they do, because I think it's cool. There are some things that are true and some things that are not, but I'm not going to be like, go to the mattresses like, oh, my God, you're a Scorpio. I can't bang you. I don't buy that. But some people do, and there's nothing wrong with that. Jimmy, I got another question for you. I don't want to. Do we have a new Greek misspeak?
Absolutely, we do. And since we are running a little bit late today, we can premiere it now if you'd like. It's 10:43 on your AM dial. And we will start off this day here with a Greek misspeak in review. It is a brand new one.
This is your Greek misspeak review.
Don't forget, you will hear the Dolphins on 101.7.
I need fucking healing. Can I get healing?
Sometimes when you get a beat down, it matters. Just like when you walk out of a casino. You lose 200, you're like, you lose 2,200, you're like, woo. You lose $5,000, you're like, oh, ooh. And we'll try to find out, make a selection tonight for that Panther game. Hopefully we're on the right size.
What size are you?
Small. Like, oh, yeah, follow him home. You know, I mean, he was there, and next thing you know, taboo. You're done.
Taboo?
And they were taboo friends. They're best of friends. I mean, so, you know, they were whatever. Whatever.
It was Jay Edgar. I don't know if you ever saw the movie Jay Edgar.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. Yeah, when he was, I've seen it. What movie?
Yeah, sure. What do you expect him to say? He's a liar.
I know last time was a problem, but I twerked out a couple things. I'm ready to go.
Did you hear that? Twerk! Twerk like you're Miley Cyrus trying to prove something to your dad.
Twerk it, baby.
Oh, that's good.
Twerk it.
Good stuff.
Now, the Hoover one, was that with Brady Matthews?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember he was telling a story how Leo wouldn't even talk to them, or even say hi to them on the set? That was brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, like, when you hear stuff like that, you're like, come on, man, you're not that big that you can't even say hi. Remember he was saying, like, and Brady Matthews is a friend of mine, is a comedian. He was in that movie Hoover, and he was talking about that he tried to say hi to Leo every day, right, Jimmy? And then that was the story, and he would never say hi to him.
Right.
Yeah. And then the director came over, and Clint Eastwood, and said to him, hey, don't waste your time. That's Leo. He doesn't talk to him.
Don't bother. And Eastwood ended up being pretty cool.
Yeah. He said Clint Eastwood was very cool.
I've heard very good things about him, but that sucks about Leo.
Yeah, I just, I mean, I don't know.
But the fact that even Clint was like, yeah, he sucks. Don't talk to him, basically. Don't even try.
Yeah, this isn't, TMZ, this is real. I mean, this is.
Oh, yeah, it's a real life experience.
Yeah.
That wasn't like a tabloid thing that you read about. Matter of fact, later on, we'll get into which good celebrity do you find suspicious. We can talk about that in a little bit.
Suspicious.
But I also had another from yesterday. Remember you wanted me to get it and thought it would sound pretty funny?
Would you rather be stuck alone in a room for 1 week with loud, continuous techno music, or be stuck with Granny in her bedroom for a week? Which one do you pick?
Techno music.
Techno?
Yeah,
that was easy for him, too.
Yeah, that wasn't even a thought. Come on, make it hard.
Oh, she would.
A few moments later.
Can you keep that, by the way? Come on, make it hard. Can you keep that?
Who said that?
I think that's
11:54?
You just did.
Jimmy said it.
You just said it. You just yelled, come on, make it hard. Oh, my God. Who said that? It was Jimmy.
Who said it? I had a couple comebacks, but I didn't want to say that.
Goodness.
Yeah, in the crowd of mix.
A couple comebacks.
I could have had a couple jokes I could have had in there, but I just let them go. I used them at dinner last night. 877-927-6969. Come on, make it hard.
Oh, she would.
Wow.
So we hear about these silly wedding invitations. You brought one up the other last week about a wedding invitation that said you're not invited, basically, to the wedding. Like, remember that one? We're having a wedding,
right,
but you're not invited. We're just letting you know. It's our announcement.
Yeah.
So this one is an interesting one.
Oh, it's brutal.
Wedding invitation. As wedding ideas go, this is a new one. Someone posted on a mommy message board that she received an invitation to a wedding. And at first she was very excited about it. She's like, yay, wedding, love weddings. And then her excitement died down when she reached the part of the online RSVP process where she was required to put in her debit card information.
Terrible.
What?
That's terrible.
They said other posters on the board suggested that it was a mistake with the website, but the original poster returned to explain that it wasn't.
Terrible.
Saying it isn't a mistake. Guests do have to input card details in order to accept or decline invitations, give menu choices, etc. They said guests were allegedly informed that they had 7 days to review the details, after which they'd be charged a monthly fee. What the heck?
But it didn't say the amount. Like, why did they need the debit card? That's what it doesn't make sense. Like, are they going to charge $200 or $500?
So, yeah, with inputting these sensitive financial information, she could not proceed with the RSVP. She was just like, no, I'm not going to do this, right? No. She was like, it feels really odd, a really odd thing to ask for your guests. And to top it off, guests were allegedly informed that they have 7 days, as I mentioned, to review the details. A monthly fee would be charged. Fellow moms reacted quickly to the situation. They were like, I'm really confused. Why do you need card details? I've never heard of anything like this before. Other people were like, yeah, this is insane. I would never do this. Not a chance in hell.
No.
But it does. It sounds very, very interesting. So in a follow-up post, the original poster revealed that the bank information form was not a mistake. And that, in fact, yeah, you had to in order to accept or decline the invitation. Even if you were declining she said accept or decline, even declining it, you still had to input your card details.
I would do nothing.
Only thing I could think of, and it's still, as Greek would say, skumbari, only thing I could think of is maybe like if you RSVP and don't show, right?
And then they charge you?
And then they charge
Oh,
you for
for
your
the dinner?
plate
For
or
the plate.
whatever.
Okay, yeah.
That's
But-
the only thing, and that still to me is very scummy.
Yeah, I
but-
wouldn't even respond. I wouldn't even want to go to a wedding. I'd be like, screw.
Yeah.
Because it didn't say an amount. That's what I was thinking. Like, I thought maybe it was a thing where they were looking for like a minimum. Like you had to give X to
It
come.
does not say.
Yeah, so why am I going to give you my debit card? I'm not banging you.
No.
So there's no need.
And was this something on that wedding website? Was that something that they did, or was that the bride and groom who, were, as I mentioned, put up a fee just in case maybe you were a no-show and they want to charge you for your plate?
That's terrible. And then you got to put your information to them. I just wouldn't respond. And hopefully
And
a
I
lot
bet
of
you
people,
a lot of people did it.
Yeah, and then maybe they'll change it because they'll say, we invited, 100 people. We got 32. I mean, that's crazy. It really is. And then they're going to be like, oh, we didn't mean to do it. I mean, why would you ask for anybody's information? I mean, that in itself is just crazy to think that you're going to give them the information. But, they say weddings, people are crazier and crazier. I mean, again, if it's proper, if you commit to go to a wedding and everybody's different and you don't go, then you should definitely, obviously, give a check and cover at least your plate for the people. Because, again, they have to pay for it. And it's pretty easy to find out. You can call up any place and ask them, hey, I want to have a wedding. What's it going to cost per person? They'll tell you. And then you write a check or you give them the money if you stiff them or something happens. I mean, that's a proper thing to do because you don't want somebody to pay for you and a guest or if you're alone. But to ask for somebody for your debit card, that's crazy. I mean, I can't even see like her friends giving pushback.
And some people were thinking because this was an app that had a QR code and asked for information, this and that, gave the couples information like some do. And in the beginning, the first page, normal stuff, no problem. Don't mind putting in my email, maybe my home address, whatever. I don't have a problem with that. But then when you went to the next page and it was saying that this is what you had to do to RSVP, and then you were going to be charged a monthly fee, what some people are thinking, and we still don't know the real answer to this, is maybe the app, the couple, it's like a paid-for app, and they didn't realize that all of the guests will also have to commit to this.
Well, then they'll
maybe
change
this free trial, right? You get 7 days free, and then they start charging you to utilize the app. Maybe they didn't realize that. I don't know. I've never heard it. So odd.
It is odd. I mean, it's crazy that something like that happened. And I'm sure a lot of guests are going to call up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like if you had a wedding and you called me and did that, I would ask you, like, hey, am I reading this wrong?
Yeah, can I just RSVP like right now to you while I'm on the phone with you?
Can I just like
do it
tell you?
online
Yeah.
for free? Can
Yeah.
I do this?
I mean, it's like crazy. So I don't know. It's just, it's one of those things. I mean, it's to me, it's something that I hope it's a mistake. I mean, I really did. That's like putting in the invite, how much you're paying for the plate on the invite. Come to my wedding. It's $275. I'd love to see you on August 18th. And, a wedding should be having a good time and a celebration and two people getting together in love and getting ready for the good things ahead, not about money. Come on, people. What are we doing? 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. If you guys want to get involved, you can also text us at Real Radio 47142 or email Jimmy at realradio921.com. I told Franny last night I was at Establishment, a restaurant club. I don't want to say the name of the place. So I walked in to meet a friend of mine, a quick exchange. He had to give me some asparagus because I was cooking later in the evening. And this girl...
Nobody believes that.
The colors, right? I love it every time. So this girl comes out, Jimmy, and I was going to call you right away. I got nervous. I thought it was over. And she goes to me, hey, where are you going? As I was walking out to my car, and it was a big establishment, so you could see it. And I said, hey, I'm going home. She goes, hey, I want to make a bad decision. Maybe I'll come home with you. And I look at her. I'm like, ooh. Now, and the girl was...
That's when he turned around and go, that's my line.
Yeah, that's what I didn't say anything. I was like, ooh, she was there. All of a sudden, her boyfriend comes out after her. Starts to me. Get in your car, pal. You want a beating? He goes through, get inside. I go, hey, I just came here to pick up money. I mean, that's all I did. I'm leaving. I did my loop, got my cash, and I'm walking out. She comes out after me, says that to me, and she was pretty nice. I'll give her a 7.5 pizza review. But he comes flying out, and he was like, yeah, get in your car. And I'm like, oh, my God, this is crazy. I thought it was iHeart Management or something like that. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Man.
And I said, bad decision, really? But things happen out there. So you got to be careful. You can be not even involved in something. The next thing you know, you get into a big argument over absolutely nothing. Now, I could have handled it differently and said a couple things to the kid, but I didn't. I was in a great mood. I was like, nah, good night. Take it easy. 877-927-6969. Have you ever got in a situation where you had nothing to do with it and all of a sudden it became a bad situation? You can also text us at Real Radio 47142. It is National French Fry Day. So when you guys can call us or text us or email Jimmy and tell us where are the best French fries. I know this morning, Wild Morning Show, Megan, is that her name?
Yeah.
And
Megan and Carmine.
Carmine. They were walking around and asking people to tell them where their best French fries were that they've had.
I didn't even get to walk into the studio. I had my bags and everything in. They're like, "Hey, what's your favorite French fry?" I'm like, "Hold on a second."
They came to my office. I'm like, "Do you guys work here?"
What's your favorite French fry?
I'm like, "Do you work here? You look like homeless people. What's going on?" But yeah, let us know what your favorite French fry is. I said New York Prime, of course. I love their French fries there. Always a good time. So if you guys want to call us and let us know, or text us, or email Jimmy. And don't forget, concert tickets. If you guess the concert ticket, first one, Jimmy's going to go listen to them. He'll come back. We might have a winner already.
That's a talkback feature on the iHeartRadio app. Search Real Radio 921 on that iHeartRadio app and click the microphone icon and just leave your guess there. And the first one to get it right, what concert, what tickets are in Greek's pants, then you will get those tickets.
Awesome. All right, we got some Florida stories. What's in the hopper?
Why a single piece of paper landed this Florida woman behind bars. Then we have another dude exposing himself in a parking lot. Yep, another day in Florida. And then somebody may have been on Ambien when they went to Taco Bell. You got to get that bell ready, Jimmy. I have those stories coming your way when we come back on Real Radio 92.1.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. Got something to say? Text us at 47142. Start your message with Real Radio. Standard data and message rates apply, and don't text while driving.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe it.
Woo!
Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome.
It's $1,000 in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Watch for emergency vehicles working on downed power lines. North Lake Boulevard at US 1. Lake Avenue South is shut down for construction eastbound between 8th Street and Dixie Highway. Spot something on the roads? Call the traffic tip line, pound 250, keyword West Palm Traffic. I'm Ron Hersey.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Need a quick oil change? Hi, I'm Keaton. Driving to Valvoline Instant Oil Change. You can stay in your car for a quality oil change in about 15 minutes. No appointment needed. We make it easy. Drive in, drive out, drive happy. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential. But finding those people can be a major hassle. Unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
In today's Marketers Report, Kate Cronin, Chief Brand Officer of Moderna, weighs in on the speed of audio production. in this day and age, and particularly at Moderna, where we have new information coming out on a regular basis, being able to feed that information to the audio format makes being nimble and pivoting easy, and that's what I really like about it.
As the number one audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, influencers, insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
You're a Florida homeowner. You understand severe weather. But did you know that everyday elements like sun, rain, heat, and humidity can also wreak havoc on your home? From hurricanes to heat waves, StormSmart can protect your home 365 days a year. With storm catcher screens, aluminum shutters, and impact windows and doors, they're each designed to look great, increase your living space, and provide the protection you deserve. Because smart is made to last. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
Duffy's Sports Grill is your headquarters for all the summer soccer action. Enjoy ice-cold 2-for-1 drinks, 7 new exciting menu items, including sandwiches, sliders, and tacos. Don't forget about Duffy's fan favorites, including half-pound certified Angus beef burgers, fall-off-the-bone baby back ribs, fresh salads, and delicious pastas. With over 80 TVs at every location, you'll never miss a goal! Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more.
At Duffy's, our game is always on.
Hey guys, do you want male performance in the bedroom and do you want it now? Get it in 47 seconds or less. For the first time, you can have instant male enhancement. Introducing Knox 47, the topical male enhancement that works in 47 seconds or less. Satisfaction guaranteed. Finally, after years of scientific research, our proprietary formula will allow you to perform in the bedroom like never before. Just imagine that little blue pill on steroids. No reason to settle and wait when you can get instant performance now. Forget about pills and potions that make you wait hours or up to 30 days to work. That's yesterday's news. Knox 47 is brand new. The hottest thing for men. And you don't need a prescription. Call now and get your free supply for a limited time.
Find out how to get Knox 47 for free. Call now, 800-683-7083. That's 800-683-7083. Free bottles for a limited time. Call 800-683-7083. That's 800-683-7083.
iHeart's Yacht Rock Radio goes commercial-free every weekend. Enjoy the greatest 70s and 80s smooth, soft rock. Just open the app, search Yacht Rock, and listen now. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy as we move through our Friday morning. Showers coming to an end for us, but there's still going to be the chance of a little rain and a scattered thunderstorm as we move throughout our day. We're going to see a little bit more sunshine, though, with the Saharan dust clearing out of the area. Temperatures are in the upper 80s later today. We're going to be near 90 again for the weekend.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's, home of the $5 Biggie Bag. The Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag is the GOAT of fast food deals for a lot of reasons. Here are 4 of them. A junior bacon cheeseburger, nuggies, fries, and a drink. It's also just $5. And unlike the other guys, it's not going away after a month. Get out there and get the bag. The Wendy's Biggie Bag. U.S. price and participation may vary.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. Score $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword check at realradio921.com. That's check. Enter it now at realradio921.com, and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Friday with a lot going on. Sammy Hagar tickets at 11:45, and he's going to also join the show today, I believe, 12:15, Francis? Is that the time?
12:35? Are we all over the place?
Yep, 12:35.
Yes,
Today we're going to have Sammy Hagar and Michael Anthony on the show.
It was in an email. Did you read it?
Yeah, I did. I did read it. That's why I said 12:15. And that's why I'm yelling at you.
And that's why
because I screwed up. I'm going to double check.
It was 12:35. Jimmy just read. Yeah.
I think it said 12:15.
All right.
Don't worry.
It's your world.
Jimmy. Oh, no.
We're just living in it.
It's your world.
Just living in it.
I work for you. Let's not forget that. Jimmy, did anybody win on the callback?
Not so far, no.
Okay. All right. We have a pair of tickets in my pants. If you can guess who the artist is, you're going to this concert, and it's a very good concert. Okay? We gave you that hint already that it's a concert, not a sporting event. We want to put it in neutral for you guys make it a little easier. So hopefully one of you guys can guess what concert it is, and then the next thing you know, you'll be going on Real Radio. Jimmy's in the house. Good afternoon.
Hello, and a good morning.
And hello, Francis.
Hello.
And time for some stories about this great state.
Florida.
Did you say Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
So it's never going to end well for anybody if you are making any kind of threats to any politician, actually anybody in general. But this happened. Somebody was threatening to kill our governor here, Ron DeSantis.
Not good.
A young woman, Danielle Calloway, 20 years old, is now facing a charge of making electronic threats. In a release, deputies announced that the Florida Department of Law Enforcement contacted the HCSO because there was threatening written communication on the governor's website. She went straight to the source, straight to his website. They said that the author didn't really hide it. They identified right away as Danielle, completed a questionnaire on the website to ask for an in-person meeting with DeSantis. She filed out her name, her email address, her phone number, her physical address, requesting to meet him as soon as possible. But under the meeting summary of issue portion of the questionnaire, this is what she wrote. She was looking to get arrested. You're going to try and Baker act me again. Come on over and try, you scurry bleeping hoe. She called him a hoe.
Wow.
I kill ya. You already know this, and you can't do bleeping anything. Try me, hoe. Try. And
Wow.
Baker, she called him a hoe, too.
She just likes the
Try
word
me,
hoe. She likes the word hoe.
Try and Baker act me. Send me to jail. Give me more to write about. Try and take me away. I'll still kill ya at the end, hoe. Try me, ya cat. Do bleeping, confess. Yes, that was what she put on the website.
Wow.
Uh-huh. So, confidential member of the governor's office.
I mean, it doesn't even sound like a political statement.
No.
You know, that's the odd thing about it.
Somebody was trying to Baker act her, I guess, and she's going after Governor DeSantis. So, yeah, somebody from confidential member from the governor's office read the message and felt threatened. As such, that's why they contacted the cops, and they responded right to her home because, as I mentioned, she put her address there. Went right
How
to her
convenient.
house to assess her mental health and the potential threat she posed. After the interview, she admitted to making the threats online, and so she was, in fact, arrested. Then next up in your What the Florida, yep, we have another dude, another dirty dude exposing himself to women. This guy exposed himself multiple times. 2 women in a parking lot. Do you want to guess where the parking lot was?
Walmart?
Yeah, Walmart.
I'm going to track.
Wally World. Here we go.
Normally it's at a Walmart. Winter Haven Walmart. He has been arrested. Trinell Alexander Webster drove to the Walmart 6:45 p.m. And then again, another day at 7:43 p.m. Both times he parked beside vehicles where female victims were sitting. Said during the first incident, a woman was sitting in her car waiting for a family member inside the store when his Toyota pulled up beside her. Said after a few minutes, she glanced over, and there he was exposing himself and was holding a cell phone in his other hand.
Well, that's impressive.
The victim drove away to find a different parking spot, and that's when the Corolla left. Police said she didn't immediately contact them because she was in shock at what happened. Well, another date, a mother and her 17-year-old daughter were sitting in their vehicle waiting for a family member inside the store when the same Corolla pulled up next to them. Same MO, doing the same thing. This time, they did call the cops, thank God. Officer said the victims called when they saw him exposing himself while holding a cell phone. So I don't know if he's like filming himself or filming them as he's touching himself.
Well, he's multitasking.
Yeah, they were able to get his tag, thank goodness. Police said Webster was found to be the owner. They tracked him down and did arrest him. So God knows how many other times he did this, if this already happened 2 dates that they know of. Then, man, okay, so we talk about these like little silly things where people get arrested for throwing a cheeseburger at somebody or a piece of pizza. This one, I think, might take it here. So Florida woman found herself behind bars After Jasmine Sampson threw a single piece of paper at another woman.
Oh, my God.
A piece of paper?
Yeah.
This is crazy.
All right, so there's a little bit more to it. They said that this was during an apparent road rage incident. Jasmine, charged with burglary with assault, battery after the incident took place in a parking lot. They said this is at a neighborhood center. According to the arrest, it looks like the victim told police that Sampson's vehicle came up behind her after she just dropped off her kid at a recreation center. The woman said she tried to avoid Sampson, but she continued to follow her and yell at her. That's when Sampson allegedly got out of her car, opened the passenger door of the victim's pickup truck, and threw what was lying on the seat at the woman, a single piece of paper. Yeah. They said it hit the woman. A piece of paper did. And
Paper cut? Anything? Injury at all?
So. Yeah, police, she called the cops. Police met with Sampson, who said in post-mortem interview that the other woman had blocked her in the parking lot and she had to drive on the curb to get around her. She said that she thought the woman intentionally blocked her. That's why she opened her door and threw a piece of paper at her. But yeah, I guess you can't just go and open people's doors either of their vehicle. You just can't do that. But yes.
I didn't know you would get arrested for that.
I would think you would get arrested just for opening somebody's door. I mean, that's a threat enough as it is. But then she just threw a piece of paper at her. And that's, all in all, she got arrested. And then finally here, quickly, we have a dude who got a hankering from some Taco Bell. Thank you. And Polk County, Florida Sheriff's Office said they were called to that Taco Bell in response to a suspicious person. They found 34-year-old Marcus Jamar asleep inside of his running vehicle that was stopped in the drive-through lane. Police say when they showed up, he smelled of alcohol, was holding a stick of gum, and a Taco Bell receipt.
Perfect.
Wake up.
So he already paid for it. He had the receipt.
And he passed out.
And he passed out. They said he was also holding a Florida ID card that belonged to someone else, too. So he had a lot of stuff in his hands. Receipt, gum, Florida ID card, didn't belong to him. They did find an open bottle of Crown.
Crown Royal?
Yep.
Good
Fentanyl.
Okay.
And marijuana.
Wow.
There's a combination.
That's a bad
I think that's why he was passed out, pretty sure.
That'll do it.
I think so. He was taken to jail and charged with 4 felonies and 4 misdemeanors.
Where was he, Franny?
Taco Bell, And that is your With the Florida.
Great job there, Francis. 12:35, Sammy Hagar is going to join the Penthouse. Also, at 11:45, we have tickets to his concert.
Yeah, it's not just Sammy Hagar. I believe Michael Anthony's going to be on the phone with him, too.
Yeah, both of them on today, from what I understand. And a big thanks to Andrew for setting that up.
We got the Best of All Worlds tour coming tomorrow. And that's actually their kickoff is here at, I think, Financial Amphitheater.
How about that, huh?
Yeah, and that's going to be our giveaway at 11:45, too.
You guys got a lot coming at you today. We do appreciate it. And always appreciate you guys. So, Sammy, going to join us at 12:35. And at 11:45, your chance to win tickets to his concert.
We got a couple French fries.
Okay.
French fry text
Places?
messages. Yep, because today's National French Fry Day, 47142. We have favorite fries, Five Guys, Cajun fries. That's from Sarah B. Five Guys does do a good job on their fries.
Carmine's favorite.
Yep, they said any fries cooked in lard. All right. Like McDonald's used to do. I guess they used to cook them in lard back in the day. And let's see what else we got here. You can't guess on the text line because we have people guessing what the concert tickets are for. It's not how it works. You got to go on the iHeartRadio app. We'll continue to tell you just so you don't miss out. Search for Real Radio 921. Click on the microphone icon. That's how you leave us a voice message. And you got to put your guess there. That's the only way that we're accepting these. So not through the text, not email. Don't call. It is through the talk back feature. Let's see. But some people are guessing Hootie and the Blowfish. All kinds of stuff. But yes, do not put your guess here. And then from the Florida Stories, it says, seems like the circus has moved from the inside of Walmart to the parking lot these days. Yep, sure has. You can participate any way you want on that text line, 47142. Started off with Real Radio.
And don't forget, you get 13 times a day a chance to win $1,000. And we don't want to go 0 for 5. This is the first week. Last time we had 3 winners. So you guys are either on vacation, snoozing, or I don't know what you're doing. But you got a chance to win $1,000. You got to step up and win some cash.
Go to realradio921.com, and that window's going to pop right up for you, and enter the keyword check. CHECK. You'll be in the running for this hour's $1,000. By the way, within the hour or so, if you get a phone call from a phone number you may not recognize, maybe it comes up as, was it a 513 area code, is
Yes,
it? Yeah,
yes.
that could be that one.
Maybe
or,
unknown number.
Unknown call or something like that. Pick that one up, because that could be us letting you know that you just won $1,000.
Jimmy, you want to do a Greek misspeak, new one?
Sure. Here we go. It's right about that time. We have a new Greek misspeak. This is number 230 for those of you keeping track at home.
This is your Greek Misspeak Review.
Don't forget, you will hear the Dolphins on 101.7.
I need fucking healing. Can I get healing?
Sometimes when you get a beat down, it matters. Just like when you walk out of a casino. You lose 200, you're like, ah. You lose 2,200, you're like, woo. You lose $5,000, you're like, oh, ah. Ooh. And we'll try to find out, make a selection tonight for that Panther game. Hopefully we're on the right size.
What size are you?
Small. Like, oh, yeah, follow him home. You know, I mean, he was there, and next thing you know, taboo. You're done. Taboo. And they were good friends. They were best of friends. I mean, so, you know, they were whatever. Whatever.
It was Jay Edgar. I don't know if you ever saw the movie Jay Edgar.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. Yeah, when he was I've seen it. What movie?
Yeah, sure. What do you expect him to say? He's a liar.
I know last time was a problem, but I worked out a couple things. I'll be ready to go.
Did you hear that? Twerk! Twerk like you're Miley Cyrus trying to prove something to your dad!
By the way, our new little drop that we had yesterday with a little push in the bush, you know, that songs you wanted me to put together. So a couple of listeners, as a matter of fact, a bunch of listeners had sent a suggestion. It was the first song that came to mind is Push in the Bush, right? It's an old, I don't know, it looked like it was from the 80s or something like that. So, of course, I had to put it together.
Push, push in my bush. Push, push in my bush. Push, push in my bush. It's like
push,
70s
push
disco. In my bush.
Yeah.
Bush. Push, push in my bush. Push, push in my bush. Bush.
It's an instant classic remake.
What are you actually saying? Are you saying push, push in the bush or push, push in my bush?
It sounds like in my bush.
In my bush.
Yeah, I don't.
So
I'm not really quite sure where that came from.
So it's more of a you thing, not throwing it out there in the galaxy. You'll say my bush, right?
That's what it sounds like. Yes.
Okay.
I guess that's what I said.
Hello, engine room. Give me a hose. Room service.
Pretty sure that's what I said, and I don't know why.
Now, was that during the show, or was that?
Of course it is. How else would he have got like a phone call we had?
I don't know.
Got you. Push in my bush. Where did that come from?
I don't remember what we were talking about.
That's crazy where your mind goes.
I just remember getting a couple of emails going, save that. I get those now and then.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you had an interesting topic that I think a lot of people could jump into, and I think we could all have an opinion about a good celebrity who seems a little suspicious.
Well, you know, you're talking earlier about kind of that little thing with Brady, and how who was that? That was kind of crappy on the set. Leo DiCaprio, right? And he was a little kind of suspect on the set. So some people have started a thread online, and this really kind of is on the heels of Ellen's, departure and her kind of falling from grace, because she was considered one of the nicest celebrities in Hollywood, right? Up until that point where a couple years ago that supposedly some people from the show were alleging that she was pretty mean behind the scenes. And so somebody started a thread. Who is a good celebrity that you think is maybe they're not so good, maybe just by looks, maybe you hear a little rumor about something. Some of them we hear interactions with, but somebody wrote down a couple of them, and I thought we could share, and maybe there's some out there that you kind of think are along those lines. Somebody wrote Rachel Ray, and for some reason they think that she seems a bit fake. So maybe, a celebrity that is kind of in good standings with most people, but maybe a little suspect to others. Okay. Rachel Ray, I don't know. What do you get? I don't get a bad vibe from her.
Either.
Here's one that we've heard of, and of course I'll have to be a little bit careful here because I don't see anything bad, but I have heard some people say Ryan Seacrest. One person joked that he has a well in his basement and a yard full of buried bones. I can feel it.
Hold on a second. Wait, let me find this because I know you bring that up, and this would be the perfect thing. That, man, I've had it for a while. It might be lost now. That there was reports that there was already beef between him and Vanna White.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
He didn't like the way she was turning the letters.
I don't think that was it.
No, that wasn't it, because that's what I heard last night in Boca.
Oh, okay. But yeah, no, I can't find. I sent it to you guys a long time ago. It was an article for a while. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there's already beef between them two. And I wonder because from everything we've heard, Vanna White's a doll.
She got a big raise, too.
Well, I don't think there was
They said that he helped her get that raise.
Right.
Word on the street.
But there wasn't, I don't think there was a lot of details to that story, right? It was just some sort of
She just doesn't jive with him like she did with Pat. They said no one really ever expected her to. There's just no way that she possibly could. So I don't know if there's more detail to it. They said they just don't jive.
There was a lot of people who felt that they should have just clean sweeped it. You know, like when he left, she left because they were together 30 years?
But she wanted to stay, so why get rid of her, you know?
Maybe because it is. Because they're investing in him, you know. Who knows? I mean, or maybe they're just having a little bit of growing pains.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, too, right?
Okay.
You work with somebody for, how long were they together? 30 years?
A long time. And you know he's coming back
to do
Celebrity
to do
one,
Celebrity
yeah.
Wheel of Fortune,
Yeah.
Pat.
It's unbelievable.
Is he going to host it or be in it?
He's going to host it.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. I just saw that he was coming back for it. I thought maybe he'd be a contestant. That'd be
he's
pretty
gonna
fun, huh?
host it.
Another person that people think is, you know, typically we have a good idea of them. Michael Bublé. Maybe he's a little suspect. Some people say he isn't as cool or as calm as he lets on to be.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know him, but
I
to
like
me,
this
I
Christmas
think,
album.
he seems
So
so
sweet.
charismatic and nice, but I guess you
Married
never
guy.
know.
And again, this is just what some people get, a vibe that people get. There's not much evidence to back any of this up. This one, I think we have kind of heard a little bit of negative is Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people seem annoyed by her. One person joked, I mean, what do you think that goop is made from? But, you know, we've heard that she seems to be like out of touch, you know, with
I think she's out
people.
of touch with the average person, but I've also heard on the flip side, just because she's like that, I also heard she's a very nice person too. So
yeah,
you don't know.
Just put her house up that you can Airbnb it or something like that.
A lot of people do that. Yeah, I didn't know
Is she?
did.
Oh, okay.
She's
Is
one
she
of
on
them.
that list?
Well, I just think if somebody does something like that, that's pretty open to, you know, that you want people around you and stuff like that to let them use your house. That's pretty nice. I know she's getting paid, but if I was a star, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. Well, I doubt it's her residence.
Oh, I thought that's what it was.
I just wouldn't assume that. I wouldn't assume it's like her main residence.
Oh, okay.
Probably just a house that she owns.
Okay.
That's an assumption. I don't know anything about the deal.
Yeah, I thought it was one of her houses that she's out quite a bit.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well,
But
fair enough.
Yeah,
fair
I
enough.
could be wrong.
Okay. These are good celebrities that some people find a little suspicious. Here's one. He used to have a bad reputation, kind of got a little bit better, but maybe it's still suspect. Jack Nicholson. His image has softened over time, but there are people who are still creeped out about his whole thing with Roman Polanski. But I don't know. I never thought bad about Jack, but maybe more of a tough guy. Yeah,
I mean,
from the years past.
I know a couple people over the years who I'm friendly with who sat next to him at Laker games over the years. And they said,
that's right. Yeah,
they said he was just very nice. You know, as long as you were nice to him, obviously. But they said like you were known not to bother him. But if you interact like, hey, big fan, something like that, he would always say thank you. And he seemed nice. But again, who knows?
Yep, this was a list of good celebrities that some people might find suspicious. What do you think? Adam Levine. Some people believe he may have sold his soul to the devil for his fame, or maybe the cost.
I met him. He was douchey.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
It was years ago. We were at Revolution Live, and it was kind of when they were getting, so it's not even big Adam Levine and Maroon 5. They were popular. They had a couple hits on the radio, but not as massive as they were. And it was me and a couple of my girlfriends, and my girlfriend Virginia, and at the time she had her daughter Maggie, who was a baby. I mean, she's probably like 2 or 3. And it was a daytime set where they did an intimate concert, and then they had a meet and greet. And so we went, and they were taking pictures. And so we went up to him, it's the whole band, and we were trying to figure out where we were going to stand. And he was basically like, TikTok, what, you guys have never taken a picture before? Like, just such a jerk. And we were like, wow, all right, dude.
Well, then maybe he shouldn't be on the good list then.
No, yeah.
Got a couple more that are on this list, and then you can share anybody that you think. What is a good celebrity do you think might be a little suspiciously, maybe they aren't as nice as they lead on to believe. Jimmy Fallon made this list. People think his persona comes off as fake or forced. I could see that, but I still think he's a nice person.
But we heard
but
this
I do
during,
think part of it.
remember, during the writer's strike, he had a couple people against him.
Yeah.
Some of the people behind the scenes were saying that he wasn't as cool as he was, and they were talking some smack, saying that he's not as nice as.
Okay, well, there you
appears
go.
to
Now, I don't know why this even made the list, because right now I don't think he's on too many good graces, but Will Smith, and of course, just the follow-up to it is this one seems obvious, but I wouldn't put him as a good celebrity right now because I think he's fallen out of grace already. And then the last one on this list is Mr. Beast. No one seems to have anything specific to, hang suspicions on other than the fact that he does so many things, or it's almost like when you're too nice or too good that sometimes you wonder, I wonder if behind the scenes there's a different side of him that a lot of people don't get the chance to see. So there was a list of some good celebrities. People had started a Reddit thread who maybe they're suspect. Is there anybody that you can think of? I always wondered about Matt Damon, for some reason. I wonder. He seems like a nice guy.
He does.
But I wonder if maybe deep down can be a jerky. I don't know. I have nothing to base it on other than he can have bitchy resting face.
Ben Affleck. I think if you caught him at a bad time, he'd be in total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Because up until recently, he had a pretty good persona, right? I don't think people would have said much bad about him unless they knew something direct.
No, nothing bad. He doesn't seem like he wants to be too engaged with fans and people. You know what I mean? He's always been like that, paparazzi.
He seems to be open about that, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't hide that. Yeah.
No,
What about Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
He's a darling. I adore him. But remember the one thing?
With his wife?
Yeah, with his wife. And
Yeah.
they're like, ooh, all right, he's got a little feisty to him.
Yeah. When she was walking out of the in New York City, and he was saying to the guy, "Back off." Now I don't know if that makes it bad or just somebody who's protective
over his wife.
Yeah, but Ben Affleck, I think one thing that he does, and I read something about him, is he says that a lot openly, so it does push people away. Like,
it could be, so he's setting it up.
Yeah, don't come near me.
Right,
I don't want to
right.
do it. I don't like being famous, stuff like that. But on the other hand, they have said, like, when he goes, like, to Dunkin' and stuff like that, he just walks in. You know what I mean? Like, and he waits in line. And so if he really didn't want to be bothered, maybe you do a drive up or you send somebody in. He's got assistants. You know what I'm saying? So they have said in L.A. he just walks in this one, Dunkin' Donuts, gets his stuff, and walks out. So who knows?
And another thing with Tom Hanks that made me go, all right, is he really as nice as, remember the story with Henry Winkler?
I was just going to bring that up because that's where he was good guy. Whoa, what happened?
Yeah, he got him canned.
Yeah, between him and Henry Winkler,
They
got
were
a
in
little
movie.
beef.
What was the movie that they were doing together?
Lords of Flesh? No, I forget the movie. But if you get somebody canned, does that make you a bad guy? Maybe you just don't like the person. You're like, screw. I don't want.
No, it was the reason why is because he was jealous of the fact that people were coming up to Henry Winkler. We're like, autographs. Yeah. Like, oh my God.
I don't remember that.
That was the story. That was the story Henry tells.
And Henry even turned around and said, hey, and here's Tom Hanks too. He even tried to point him out, but Tom kind of felt small from that for some reason.
Turner and Hooch.
Is that it? Turner and Hooch. Yeah, that makes it. Yeah.
So, we could do this when we come back, but Harrison Ford. I have a couple of friends like
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
See, and that's another one I would think he's a good dude from everything I've seen. How about Robert Downey Jr.? Does he give you bad vibes?
Sometimes.
You know what? Maybe early.
Yeah.
But now I think he's I think he's a different person. But who knows? We don't know any of these people. We just see what we see when the cameras are on.
That's the whole idea.
Yeah.
Between that thread was,
I like Robert Downey Jr.
So do I.
I wanted as well because Iron Man is my favorite
Be a good guy, please.
Marvel character, so I really want to. So is there a good celebrity out there?
He already said Will Smith.
Well, he was out of the room when I said that.
Oh, okay,
and Will Smith made the list, believe it or not. And the thing is, it's like right now, I don't think anybody thinks he's a good celebrity anymore. No. He kind of fell out of grace, so we're kind of beyond him already.
A lot of ball players we can get into too. This
is why the push, but I don't know why I'm saying in my bush. So we got a text, and we were talking about risque titles or lyrics to songs. Thank you for Oh, my watch is talking to me. At 47142, somebody says, I sent you, it's Musiques, I guess, is the group. The group.
That's the song.
Push.
That's
what you just played.
That's them, yeah.
So I think that's why we were talking about it, but I don't know why I made it mine.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I said
Sounds better.
In my bush, but they said push in my bush.
Wow.
But that's why I said it, according to this text line.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
I think I put it a little extra on it. You know what I mean? Like, it makes it like amplified.
I guess so.
It is the Penthouse on a crazy Friday, 11:45. Your chance to win tickets to Sammy Hagar, and then Sammy is going to call in at 12:35. Jimmy and Francis say, I'm still going 12:15, but 12:35.
12:35.
Trust them; they are very smart people. I am missing a couple chairs. We'll be back. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
They're trying to get rid of hotel bathtubs, and I just can't stand for it.
You know what? I'm glad I didn't take your side.
Sealand, you've used a hotel bathtub before. I've seen it. Wait.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. That's AXS.com.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Watch for emergency vehicles working on downed power lines, North Lake Boulevard at US 1. Lake Avenue South is shut down for construction eastbound between 8th Street and Dixie Highway. Spot something on the roads? Call the traffic tip line, pound 250, keyword West Palm traffic. I'm Ron Hersey.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Why sit at a dealership waiting for an oil change? At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, we make it easy to drive in, stay in your car, relax, and be back on the road in about 15 minutes. Always quick, never rushed. That's Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life. In office, West Palm Beach.
GMTVCC.com is a brand new buying division of Give Me the VIN for classic and collector cars. Don't mess with consignments or auctions. Get paid top dollar today on your classic or collector car at GMTVCC.com. That's GMTVCC.com.
From hurricanes to heat waves, Florida homeowners have seen it all. That's why they trust StormSmart. Stormcatcher screens, shutters, and impact windows provide year-round protection because smart is made to last. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
Hurricane season is here, and Assurance Power Systems is ready to help. As an authorized Power Pro Premier Generac dealer, you'll work with the best to get prepared for your next power outage. Visit assurancepower.com to learn more.
High five. Up top. Heck yeah.
Dave's company just got the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business.
Yeah, 5 years.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
High five for gig speed.
5 years of advanced security.
Security win.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Our rate ain't changing.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
There it is.
He hasn't given this many high fives since Deborah brought in her famous banana bread.
Woohoo!
Now he's got savings.
I'm so excited.
Yep. Dave's feeling it, but it's only for a limited time, so don't wait. Switch today and ask how to get the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business. Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
And it's hurting, but I am not stopping.
Woo! Ends 8/21/24. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
To me, the most important word in the world is dignity. There are certain God-given rights to be fed, to have shelter, medicine, and clothing. When many of our clients come to us, they face the great risk of losing much of what they have. In some cases, losing everything. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. In one instant, an accident, a natural disaster, or the intentional acts of others can threaten our dignity. Whether it's the loss of a paycheck, paying medical bills, enduring a life of pain and suffering, or a claim with your own insurance company, or a business dispute, and you can't afford to pay a lawyer by the hour, your dignity hangs in the balance. You only pay us if we recover for you. Let my firm fight for you, your family, and your dignity. Call us for a free consultation. Dial #law on your cell phone. That's #529. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
Hurricane season is here. Is your home ready to handle strong winds and heavy rain? Don't stress. Expert Shutter Services is here to help. The largest storm shutter manufacturers on the Treasure Coast, Expert Shutter Services offers top-notch protection with Cat 5 rated Ultra Shield hurricane screens and Nautilus rolling shutters. Call Expert Shutter Services now for a free in-home consult at 772-871-1915. That's 772-871-1915. Expert Shutter Services. We're taking the shutter industry by storm.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hey guys, do you want male performance in the bedroom and do you want it now? Get it in 47 seconds or less. For the first time, you can have instant male enhancement. Introducing Knox 47, the topical male enhancement that works in 47 seconds or less. Satisfaction guaranteed. Finally, after years of scientific research, our proprietary formula will allow you to perform in the bedroom like never before. Just imagine that little blue pill on steroids. No reason to settle and wait when you can get instant performance now. Forget about pills and potions that make you wait hours or up to 30 days to work. That's yesterday's news. Knox 47 is brand new. The hottest thing for men. And you don't need a prescription. Call now and get your free supply for a limited time.
Find out how to get Knox 47 for free. Call now, 800-683-7083. That's 800-683-7083. Free bottles for limited time. Call 800-683-7083. That's 800-683-7083.
Hurricane season is here, and Assurance Power Systems is ready to help. As an authorized Power Pro Premier Generac dealer, you'll work with the best to get prepared for your next power outage. Visit assurancepower.com to learn more.
For more information about contests on this station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Sarah Spain for iHeart Women's Sports, presented by Elf Beauty. Chicago Sky rookie Angel Reese extended her WNBA record of consecutive double-doubles to 15 with 10 points and 10 rebounds Thursday night, but her Sky blew a double-digit lead and fell to the New York Liberty 91-76. Sabrina Ionescu led the Liberty with 21 points. Brianna Stewart added 19, and Jonquel Jones had 18 points in the win. For more women's sports stories, subscribe to Good Game with Sarah Spain on iHeart Podcasts.
When it comes to women in sports, Elf Beauty is all about leveling the playing field. The same goes for the boardroom, where Elf is one of only 4 publicly traded U.S. companies with a board that's 2/3 women and 1/3 diverse. Learn more at elfbeauty.com.
It's almost here. Team USA is headed to Paris, and iHeartRadio is the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's the only way to listen to exclusive NBC play-by-play action of the games, plus NBC's top Olympic moments and live hourly updates from Paris. Bring the Summer Games with you everywhere you go. Download the free iHeart app now and enable push notifications for live updates from Paris. Only on iHeartRadio, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Mo Better Garage. Mo Better Garage. We make it way Mo Better. MoBetterGarage.com.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is the Penthouse on a Friday. Big giveaway today for you at 11:45. Sammy Hagar, and a lot more going on. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
Francis is here.
Hey, what's going on?
And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
Yankees lost last night at Tampa. They got a big weekend series now, and they will be playing the Baltimore Orioles. Yankees 3 games out. They can sweep them and be back in first place. That'd be perfect for the All-Star break, or they can get their ass kicked and they'd be back 6. So tough situation for the Yanks. Marlins did lose last night to the Astros. We'll see what happens. The ESPYs last night were announced Athlete of the Year. Patrick Mahomes, back-to-back years. Patrick Mahomes gets Athlete of the Year. Later in Greek's Trifecta, we'll give you some other sports who had the number 1 athletes. Wimbledon is going on right now, and the Joker is playing. Djokovic is playing this afternoon as we about 1 o'clock, and we'll see if he makes the finals in the men's division. That should be very exciting to see if he can get back there. And Super Bowl odds, the Miami Dolphins are 24-1. That's a good price, but beware, because if Tua doesn't sign, you never know what's going to happen in that situation. And that is your Greek's Trifecta. Peace.
Thank you. Well, a lot of us are going on vacation, and I know when I go on vacation with my husband, typically it's one of those things where we just kind of just relax, have a good time, and almost spark back the relationship. Yeah, everything's good, but for us, vacation just ignites something in us, and we always have the best time. Typically, we don't fight. We just have an amazing time on vacation, but that's not like that for everybody. Sometimes you just don't get along. In fact, they decided to come up with a list, relationship experts, of the most common disagreements that couples have on vacation. So being out of your comfort zone at home and that regular routine can add to the mix and make of arguments more frequently, which is a shame, right? Because when you're on vacation, you should be enjoying yourself. You should be like, I'm away from everyday life, work and obligations, and you feel you would think you would be a bit more relaxed.
Or you could be like, why did I bring him along?
And I think that's what's going on.
What was I thinking?
So when they talk about this with vacations and couples, they said we need to relax versus we need some adventure. Couples often argue about how to spend the vacation. That's an argument. Like, sure. I want a relaxing vacation. No, I want something adventurous. According to marriage and family therapist, her name is Abigail, she explains that one partner may want to unwind and spend the trip lounging by the pool with a cocktail while the other is looking for excitement and thrills. So to avoid this fight, she recommends talking about what your ideal vacation includes before you actually take off, so you both enjoy the time together. There is a way where you can have the best of both worlds, right? Mm-hmm. Time to relax, and then maybe a day or two, you go out on an excursion and have some adventures.
Like everything else with a couple, it's all about compromise, right?
It could be also, the location where you get. Sometimes I've seen couples have arguments or disagreements over maybe the location or the room or the hotel. It's not what they thought. Mm-hmm. Then they get there and they're
that's out of their hands. I mean, when it comes to something like that.
Well, you're still going to fight about it. If one picked it and the other one didn't, they're like, this is a dive. What the hell am I doing here? The other one's like, oh, it's great. You might be like, this sucks.
Maybe, right? Sometimes advertisement make it look very nice,
That's
and it's not, in fact, when you go there.
I mean, I've heard that before with people.
Mm-hmm. Another argument they have is the person that says we need a plan versus the, hey, let's just be spontaneous.
Right, yeah.
And you should know your personalities by then, right? You would know if your partner's more spontaneous or more of a planner. But if one partner does a lot of research before the trip to find all the best things to see and places to eat and shop, but the other wants to just see where the day takes them without an itinerary, there's like some arguing is bound to happen. Another expert, this marriage and family therapist, points out that differing expectations and travel sites can lead to frustration on both sides. And once again, communication. It's all about communication. Communicate before the trip is key to not fighting about this. So basically, everything that this comes to when we talk about this is talk about this before you actually go on a trip. Communication.
Yeah, fight at home before you go out on vacation.
Yeah, before you spend all of that money on your vacation and ruin it. Fight at home.
Yeah. And then she can go where she wants to go. You can go where you want to go. And then you have 2 separate vacations.
Perfect.
And you'll be fine.
And guess what? No fighting.
Yeah, no.
This one, there's a let's make time for romance person versus I'm just not in the mood person. One partner may fantasize about a trip being all about romance and sex while the other isn't making it a priority. And that desire discrepancy commonly leads to fights. They point out there's usually an existing dynamic for these couples, and vacation highlights it. So that's an unfortunate part that C's already planted.
Well, I think a lot of couples, I mean, everybody has different scenarios, but some people think, oh, we're on vacation, and you know what, we should be having more sex. We don't have as much of the hustle bustle, relaxing. And like you said, the other one might be it's business as usual. Bang you once a week and give you 5 Gs. Whatever.
Okay. You should be a relationship expert. And then there's the couples that say you're spending too much versus
what's 5,000 too much, not enough?
You're being too frugal. Budgeting and finances are a common source of tension in relationships, and travel can bring all of that to surface. Vacation can be expensive, and disputes over how much to spend can lead to resentment. According to relationship experts, they said if couples, if they have different spending philosophies, have a clear budget so that you both agree on before you leave.
Yeah.
Before the trip, they say that can 100% ease those tensions.
But that's what ends up being the argument is one person has a budget in their mind, another person has a budget in their mind.
But you're doing it before you go on vacation. Like you said, fight before vacation.
That's the thing,
Get
right?
into these arguments before vacation.
And I think some couples, like some might say, well, I use my own money. You know what I mean? As opposed to using a joint account, something like that. That could be something that you could discuss. Or you could say, hey, we're only going to spend X amount.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want resentment out of it. You shouldn't have resentment no matter what in relationships. And if you do, that's going to hurt the relationships. That's something that, I think a lot of people work on and say, hey, I don't want to resent the person. I've done that a lot.
My sister sent me something, and I was like, yeah, it's so accurate. She was in Puerto Rico for a couple of weeks, her and my niece, to stay with my mom, and they had the best time. But she was like...
a couple of weeks, huh? Nice.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because it's my niece is also on summer vacation, so she want to have a nice little getaway.
Better.
So they said, does anybody else suffer from vacation rich? You're most def not rich, but once the warm air and tequila hits your soul, she doesn't drink, but she's besides that part, your soul, you have no financial boundaries. Mm-hmm. 500 excursions, 150 souvenirs, $20 in tips for services that you don't even do, drinks to flow in. Just people do. They get vacation rich, and then they come home and they're like, oh, wow, I have no money left for groceries.
Yeah, what happened?
What did I just do?
Well, sometimes you don't feel like it's the vacation until you get home. Then you get the bill, and you're like, wow.
And that's why budgeting is really, really important, and especially, if you bring cash or if you go in whatever country or you know how much money you're going to spend.
Sure.
But that's what we're pretty good at. Yeah. My husband and I, we budget it. We know what we're going to spend. We have a certain amount. We even we don't have our own bank accounts, but when we go on vacation, well, let me rephrase that. We have a bank account together, but it's not for everyday life. It's for stuff like vacations.
Which is smart.
And so then we put our money into that.
I talked to Jimmy and I. We talked about it years ago. My mom used to have a vacation club, a Christmas club. I don't know if that's still
They don't do that anymore, I don't think.
But
I think go to your bank.
Really?
Yeah, check out with your bank. They have different things like that. The Christmas club. That's the one I think that we remember.
Though.
But yeah, I see it advertised with some other banks, especially the Christmas club. I don't know about vacation ones, but it's basically the same thing.
Is it?
Yeah. You just set it up so a couple dollars goes into it each paycheck, or you put into it a little bit each paycheck, and then it's just a special savings account that you sort of dedicate towards something like that.
Yeah, you guys brought that to light. I have never heard of that before.
Well, as a kid, my mother used to make me go to the bank once. Go once a week, and I would deposit. Yeah, because the bank was where I worked, one of my places. When I worked at a supermarket in Jersey, and the bank was in the same complex, and she would give me a deposit slip, and it was one for Christmas club, and it was one for vacation.
And we used to have a little book. Again, back then it was a little savings book. You could write it in there.
And they could bring her back the receipt, and then make sure you put the money in, and my mom was stickler. This is what she had for Christmas. That was her funds or whatever. She was a great saver. My dad was a great saver. Both of them were. My brother, great. None of them blew money. 3 out of 4 bet. I want to give away something.
We have a pair of tickets to see the Best of All Worlds tour that's kicking off tomorrow right here at I Think Financial Amphitheater. Sammy Hagar. That's right. We have a pair of tickets for you to go see that show tomorrow. By the way, Sammy's going to be joining us along with Michael Anthony on the Penthouse here at 12:35. But if you want to win a pair of tickets to go see his show, give us a call right now. 877-927-6969. 877-927-6969. We're going to play a little game called Who's He Said, She Said. And that's where I read you a quote, and all you got to do is tell us. Did Greek say it? Did Franny say it? Or did I, Jimmy, say it? If you guess correctly, we're going to send you to go see Sammy Hagar. By the way, that show, that whole tour is starting right here in West Palm Beach. How exciting is that? We get to be the first ones to actually see it and everything. It's going to be great. Sammy Hagar, Michael Anthony, Joe Satriani, Jason Bonham, and
massive.
There's another person there, too. We'll let Sammy tell you who the fifth person is that's going to be with them.
I saw that. They just made that announcement, right?
It's very exciting. He's put up a bunch of videos, but we want to ask Sammy, let him tell us on air a little later on, 12:35. But let's get you set up with these tickets. I see the phone lines are all full, so I'm going to get some people lined up, and we'll get going in a minute.
Yeah.
And also, special guest Loverboy is going to be there, too.
Oh, turn me loose.
Loverboy will
Turn me loose.
be a special guest with the Best of All Worlds
Wasn't that their
summer
big hit?
tour.
Loverboy, Turn Me Loose. I think that was their big hit. I could be mistaken. Tomorrow night, if you don't have plans, it's never too late to plan a big party, and that's at Monroe's Palm Beach. Wizards and Wands tomorrow. $500 cash prizes for the best costume, plus raffles all night long. And beautiful ladies. I mean, beautiful ladies. The hottest girls in Palm Beach County are at Monroe's and Palm Beach. Don't forget that. Open to 5 a.m. and a 5-star menu and a great time. Tomorrow night is going to make a good night, a great night. Go to Monroe's. Wizards and Wands tomorrow night. Woo! Do it. And don't forget about Sunday, Palm Beach Autographs. You got Waddle and Tua. 1 o'clock it starts. Waddle and Tua at Palm Beach Autographs in Wellington. Get an autograph. Have a good time. If you're a Dolphin fan, man, you got to be jacked up. So make sure you go to Palm Beach Autographs if you want to see Tua or Waddle. That's going to be a great event this Sunday at Palm Beach Autographs. Jimmy, are we ready?
We are ready. We're starting today's contest with Dave. Dave, welcome to the Penthouse. How you doing today, pal?
Hey, good morning, guys.
What's happening, Dave? You a big fan of Sammy?
Hey, what's going on? I love VH, man. That's why I'm pumped up about this concert. Can't wait.
Yeah. Sounds like they're doing a lot of music from the Hagar days of Van Hagar and even a lot of his own stuff, too. So it sounds like it's going to be a great show. We're going to find more about that show when Sammy gives us a call at 12:35. But let's set you up with a pair of tickets to go to that show. And this is easy, Dave. I'm going to read you a quote. All you got to do is tell us. Did Greek say it? Did Franny say it? Or did Jimmy, say it? If you guess correctly, we're going to send you to that show. Okay, bud?
Sounds good.
All right, here is your quote. It won't stay in front of your face. It won't stay in front of your face. Did Greek say that? Did Franny say that? Or did Jimmy say that?
That's easy. It won't stay in front of your face. Who would have said that? It won't stay in front of your face. You know what? I'm going to have to do a blind one. I'm going to go with you, Jimmy.
Ooh, that's a good guess, but I'm sorry. That one was. Oh, that's right. Now, hold on. I keep forgetting. I can't do this. There, I got to do that to here, and
it won't stay in front of your face.
that was Greek, actually.
Sorry
Greek,
about that.
Greek is a one. It was your microphone, by the way. We were trying to get that to work.
That's
out
what it
there.
was?
Yep.
It was.
Yep. Next up, we have Rick on the line. Rick wants to go to see Sammy. And how you doing there, buddy?
Doing great, thank you. Happy weekend.
Oh, we're good, buddy. Are you a big Sammy Hagar fan or a big fan of Real Radio?
Both.
Oh, okay. That's a good answer.
All right. Well, let's see if we can get you set up with these tickets to go see him. By the way, Franny did mention it there while I was getting some people lined up. Special guest Loverboy is going to be at that show, too. I mean, you want to talk about taking it back and getting some good music in your life. Let's get you set up here, Rick, and I'm going to read you a quote. Just tell us, did Greek say it, did Franny say it, or did Jimmy say it? And your quote is, and of course we know how big it is today. And of course we know how big it is today. Did Greek say that? Did Franny say that? Or did Jimmy say that?
I'll take a shot at Greek.
Oh, and let's see if it is. Sorry about that. That one was.
And of course, we know how big it is today.
That was Miss Francis. I'm sorry about that, Rick. Next up, we have Joe on the line. Joe wants to go to the show tomorrow. Joe, what's going on, buddy?
How's everybody doing today?
We're doing terrible, Joe. How about
Joe.
you, buddy?
Doing great.
I'm doing just as miserable as you are.
All right.
All right.
Well, let's does make your day better.
Misery loves company.
It sure does. All right, let's see if we can get you set up with these tickets, Joe, and make your day a little bit better. I'm going to read you a quote. Just tell us, did Greek say it, did Franny say it, or did Jimmy say it? And here is your quote. Do you want him working on your box? Do you want him working on your box? Did Greek say that? Did Franny say that? Or did Jimmy say that?
I'm just going to take a stab at it and say Greek.
And that's a pretty good stab. Unfortunately, though, that one was not Greek. That was... Do you want him working on your box? That was me, actually. That was me. That wanted to know you're working
no problem. Next week.
on his box. Sorry about that. Next up, we have Jim on the line. Jim wants to go see Sammy Hagar, Michael Anthony, the whole crew, Lover Boy. What's going on, Jim? How are you today, buddy?
Hey, Penthouse, how you guys doing?
We're doing good, Jim. You spelling that with one J?
No, 2 J's.
Okay.
Oh,
You're special.
Interesting.
It's
Never met a Jim with 2 J's.
It's a Jim. It's a Jim.
Jim, I like it.
It's like what my dad calls me. All right, Jim, let's see if we can get you set up here. I'm going to read you a quote. All you got to do is tell us. Did Greek say it, did Franny say it, or did Jimmy say it? Here is your quote. How about when you put your mouth on it? Won't it squirt all over the place?
Wow.
How about when you put your mouth on it?
That was deep.
Won't it squirt all over the place? Did Greek say that? Did Franny say that? Or did Jimmy say that?
Greek.
And...
Was it?
That's right. That was Greek, and it sounded like this.
How about when you put your mouth on it? Won't it just squirt all over the place?
That was Greek.
Nice job.
Jim, great job. Great job. Now, I'm going to put you on hold. If you can hang tight for a minute, when we go to break, I'm going to get back on the line with you off air, and we'll get you set up with those tickets. Okay, buddy?
Great. Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
You too.
Right.
Congratulations.
That was a great job,
Nice.
Jimmy.
Yes.
The last quote drop was a WT, if you could figure that out. How about when you put your mouth on it?
A WT.
Won't it just squirt all over the place? Jimmy, I have a question for you. I got a text. Did we have any winner on the concert yet, or no?
We got to go look?
I have to look. Yeah,
Okay.
I have to
We
check.
have to
yeah.
look.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody was asking me before they said a message. That's why I asked.
Okay.
All right. It is the Penthouse on a craziness is going on today. Sammy Hagar, 12:35. I figured it out, and Jimmy, Franny told us it was 12:15, but we're like, no, Franny, read the email. It's 12:35. Sammy.
Yeah, a little effort, Franny, will you?
I'm sorry.
Jeez.
We're going to come back with some fun facts. Are they about French fries with Carmine and that girl, or no?
Are they about Taco Bell?
Carmine and Megan in the morning.
Oh, that's what
On
I always forget her
95.5,
name.
yes, that's what they're about.
Are they? Really?
I always forget her name. A few seconds later.
It is the Penthouse. We'll be back. Peace.
We'll be your friend. Follow us at Real Radio 92.1 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe it. Woo! Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's awesome. It's $1,000 in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Palm Beach Expressway is up to speed for the Friday drive. No major delays on the Turnpike or 95. We do have track work. Lake Avenue shut down in Lake Worth eastbound from A Street to Dixie Highway US 1. Your detour 6th Avenue South or Lantana Road. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's, home of the $5 Biggie Bag. The Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag is the GOAT of fast food deals for a lot of reasons. Here are 4 of them. A junior bacon cheeseburger, nuggies, fries, and a drink. It's also just $5. And unlike the other guys, it's not going away after a month. Get out there and get the bag. The Wendy's Biggie Bag. U.S. price and participation may vary.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
Should I be supporting my brain health?
There's a way to support your overall brain health, including memory, and it's called Nariva. Nariva Brain Health supplements have clinically tested ingredients that can support up to 7 indicators of brain health, including memory. Look for Nariva at Walmart today and feel the difference. Also try Nariva Ultra with clinically tested cognitive and feel mentally alert. Available at Walmart. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Yikes! It's like a sauna in here. Isn't your garage supposed to keep your car protected from the summer heat so it's nice when you get in? This is like a giant brick oven with your car parked right where the pizza should be. If the point of a garage is to keep your car clean and comfortable all year round, how do you expect this leaky old tinfoil door to stand up to all that heat? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Garage doors should be insulated. If you love the door you have, we can add custom insulation to your existing bare metal panels. And if you're not so in love with the door you've got, we'll help you find a gorgeous new door with internally insulated panels to keep your garage cool and clean all summer long. And warm and clean all winter. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it nice. Tell you what, we'll bring you a pizza.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty, that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
Hello, baby. Sammy Hagar presents the best of all worlds. I'm bringing some of my best friends along. Michael Anthony, Jason Bonham, and Joe Satriani. Saturday, July 13th, I Think Financial Amphitheater with special guest Loverboy. One night, every era, and a whole lot of Van Halen. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Part of the Ford Concert Series. See you there.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential. But finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Real Radio weather.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center. Have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy as we move through our Friday morning. Showers coming to an end for us, but there's still going to be the chance of a little rain and a scattered thunderstorm as we move throughout our day. We're going to see a little bit more sunshine, though, with the Saharan dust clearing out of the area. Temperatures are in the upper 80s later today. We're going to be near 90 again for the weekend.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's.
Get immersed in new worlds and ideas with Audible. Explore an incredible selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals, all in one easy app. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
From hurricanes to heat waves, Florida homeowners have seen it all. That's why they trust StormSmart. Stormcatcher screens, shutters, and impact windows provide year-round protection because smart is made to last. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. For $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword credit at realradio921.com. That's credit. Enter it now at realradio921.com, and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Back in The Penthouse on a Friday, getting ready for the big weekend. And don't forget, at 12:35, Sammy Hagar is going to join us. And Tony Allen. Is that the other guy?
Michael Anthony?
All right, let's go slow.
Oh, my God, it's not.
Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Brandy's here.
Oh, hi.
Whatever. Fun fact.
It's nice to get people's names right. Especially when they're huge stars calling in.
Well, then they get 2 plugs.
All right. Today is National French Fry Day.
Oh, I love it.
And I have some fun facts about French fries. French fries go by many different names. In America, of course, we consider them French fries, which in fact were created in Belgium.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Everybody thinks France.
Yeah. It's because the soldiers ate them. In Belgium, they speak French, so they here decided to name them French fries because Belgium, they speak French. But yes, they were created in Belgium. Belgium, like, how come we get no credit for these? They actually have the biggest French fry festival in Belgium, which is tomorrow.
Are there such things as Belgium fries?
Probably in Belgium. Well, they
Okay.
probably just call them fries there,
Right.
I would say. And they are the largest producer of French fries, too. But in America, you refer to French fries as either French fries or simply fries. But if you want to go abroad and you're like maybe the United Kingdom, they call them chips. In France, they call them frites.
Frites?
Frites, if I'm saying that right. F-R-I-T-E-S.
Frites or freaks?
F-R-I-T-E-S.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
A little touchy today.
I just spelled it for you, so you know it wasn't freaks.
Whatever.
But yes, as I mentioned, quite the complicated origin. French, Spanish, Belgians all have claimed that they invented them. But they do say, no, it was the Belgians who did it. Even though I didn't even realize the Spaniards did too. Those who believe they originated in France say they were first sold in 1789 by street vendors. But those who believe fries Belgian, they were called French because Belgian food and culture was often appropriated by the French due to the proximity. And so that's what they claim do make them. Thomas Jefferson introduced fries to America.
Well, I don't know that.
Uh-huh. French fries have been the quintessential part of American diet, but who brought them here? Well, it turns out presidents have a lot of interesting food preferences, including President Thomas Jefferson. In response for Americans' fry consumption, he brought them to public awareness after discovering them while working abroad as American minister to France. His chef, James Hemings, continued to make them for the president when they returned back to the U.S. because he loved them so much. Mickey D's, we know. They say they outsell every other company in the world when it comes to French fries. Approximately 7% of the potatoes grown in the U.S. meet the same fate. They become McDonald's French fries. 7% of the potatoes grown in the U.S.
Wow.
Uh-huh. They say maybe McDonald's fries are actually addictive because people can't get enough of them. The fast food chain sells over a third of all French fries consumed in the United States using its famous recipe that say that for some reason has around 20 ingredients in it. That's kind of scary. It's just a French fry.
And that's the healthy version. Remember how they updated that some time ago?
That's scary. Well, I have heard
Healthy version, air quotes.
Yeah, like there's something with beef broth or something that they do, and that's why they taste so good. I have to look it up exactly because some people have been upset because they're thinking they're eating something vegan. Because you think, it's just a French fry. Oh, it's just potato, whatever it is.
Technically,
but but there's something in it that has some kind of beef. I have to look it up again, where people were just like,
so they have a beef with the fries.
Yep,
and
pretty much.
Mm-hmm. That's what makes them so delicious.
Yeah.
Said you're going to need a lot of ketchup. According to National Geographic, the average American eats nearly 30 pounds of French fries each year.
30 pounds?
That's a lot of French fries.
Wow.
They said if you're anything like most Americans, I guess if you think about it, I mean, throughout the year, I don't eat that many. My husband is a French fry head. I mean, we have all kinds of French fries in our freezer. So I can see that the average American, and I think a lot of people do fast foods with their meals.
Well, you think you come in?
I said I don't eat that many French fries.
I mean, I don't. 30 pounds. What about you, Jimmy?
Yeah, man, I think so. If you really were to sit down and weigh out each serving that you have, right, that's 30 pounds. So I could see that happening, yeah.
Okay.
Even French fries were written about in a Charles Dickens novel. Something of a 17th century foodie, Mr. Charles Dickens was. He was the first author to pen French fries into literature. He wrote about dozens of foods, dinner plates, pints of beers, including an allusion to French fries in 1859, his novel of A Tale of Two Cities. It was the best of fries. It was the worst of fries.
It was the best of times.
Yes, yeah, but he does talk about eating French fries. Fries are toddlers' favorite vegetable.
Really?
Yeah.
Not surprised.
They said, yep, according to a study published in the Journal of Nutrition, fried potatoes are the most frequently consumed veggie for children ages 2 to 4, which I am not surprised about either. And then finally here, on a National French Fry Day, French fries are more nutritious than you'd think, right? It's the oil, it's the frying aspect of it, but though you might think of a fry as one of the worst foods you can put in your body, they actually do have some nutritional benefits since they're made from potatoes. They have all the vitamins potatoes have, including vitamin B6, vitamin C, magnesium, and iron. So go ahead, stuff your face with French fries.
That's the plan.
Stuff your face
with French fries. And that is your fun facts about French fries on a National French Fry Day. And now I want some French fries. I want French fries and a glass of champagne.
Oh, that's
Sounds
awesome.
Oh, it's my favorite, friend.
I love it. My God. You can go right now. Get some fries.
Okay, perfect. See ya.
Champagne.
Don't tell me. I will.
Wow, that sounds
Threat
good.
me with a good time.
Right?
French fries and champagne. Sounds very romantic. Tell us what you like your French fries with. Mm-hmm. Jimmy, question again. Did anybody win?
Nobody has won yet. I was able to check all our talkbacks on the break, so nobody has won yet. And our guess to what is in Greek's pocket, we have a pair of concert tickets that he has, and you have to guess who the concert is for. It is a concert we are making, it's the last time we did this. Of course, people were guessing. I think Panthers tickets was big right then because the Panthers were in the playoffs. So, but yes, we are going to narrow it down, give you a little bit of a hint, but nobody has guessed correctly yet.
Should we
so
give
make
another?
sure you've got the latest iHeartRadio app on your phone and look for Real Radio 921 on there. And when you see that little microphone in the middle of the screen, press that microphone. You can leave us a talkback message with your guess on what concert tickets you think Greek has an extra pair for, and we'll give them away. We'll let you know when the first person guesses correctly. And by the way, there's somebody that is trying to leave a message for us, Stacy, by the way. Just a little bit. For some reason, Stacy, maybe you're on mute or something, but there's no audio coming through, so.
You guys tell me when you want me to give another hint. At time-wise.
Okay.
All right, during the day. Before 2 o'clock.
Yeah, just I think you could be able to. It's a concert because G-Man said it's a live concert.
Well, somebody's alive.
It's a live concert.
And
it's local. How about that? It's a local live concert.
Okay.
So South Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
We're not sending it to the Sphere.
No.
Oh, damn it.
That would be nice. The Eagles. Eagles has a
That would
residency
be
coming out there.
Awesome.
Oh, that would be nice.
I mean, even who was it? Drew Carey said, and you would think that U2 would have been the ultimate, but he said Fish blew him out of the water. And I'm guessing it's because Fish, they have a huge following, but other following, they may like psychedelics. So I have a feeling what they had on the Sphere probably is what made it like, whoa.
Well, I think that's what's really a combination of that, and from what I understand, the way the speaker system is and the way they direct the audio to the crowd is something that we've never experienced before, and a lot of people are raving about how great that is. But of course, having that big screen up there that they can do so many
You're
things.
surrounded by it.
What was that one that we were talking about where it looked like the stage was floating and you were in the air? It is like as if you were in a hot air balloon. Our buddy Tyson from the Gator was he went there and he posted a couple videos
Cool,
on
I didn't
it.
see that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But it's just all the I can't even like anything your mind can come up with is what they're going to do on there. It's going to be mind-blowing.
Jason Weiser went. Our good buddy. He went to go see U2. I mean,
U2?
I mean, everybody I know who went to go see it just came like almost their mouth dropped. Like, oh my God. And the other thing with Vegas, they're saying with this is like, this is the number one thing now that people want to do when they go there.
Okay.
When they want to go see that and everything like that. So that's pretty crazy that's happening.
They started with U2, right? They were the first ones there, and then we were wondering, what are they going to do? They're going to have tours there, and well, look at this, just the concert after concert
They
after
had the
concert.
longest residency. Fish was just like a weekend long, and then as you mentioned, the Eagles are going to be there. There's somebody else. Now, did Dead and Company or
Dead
no?
Company.
Dead and Company. They did too. Okay.
That's the one that Tyson went to. That I
Okay.
said that they had a portion of the show was like they were floating in a balloon.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I thought they did. So we have a couple texts from French fries to celebrities that weren't so nice that seemed nice. Our girl Sarah B said, and this is 47142 is the text line, started off with Real Radio. She said, years ago, I heard from people who worked at restaurants that she had been to that Carrie Underwood was awful to service staff. I'm like, that's unfortunate.
Oh, wow.
Because she does seem like a very nice person, right?
Yeah, there's a good example of that.
Speaking of Robert Downey Jr., we brought him up. It says, I think Robert Downey Jr. fell so far down in the old days that when he came back up, it changed his outlook on life.
Could be.
Yep. And then let's see. Talking about vacations, how couples fight. We have said a friend of mine took his wife to the Caribbean to bring back spark to their marriage. While he was on a planned tour, she got spontaneous with a cabana boy.
It worked.
Just the wrong person.
At least you can say it worked.
Let's see. French fries are a real worldwide thing. My grandmother grew up in a potato farm region of Afghanistan, Iranian border. She didn't speak a lick of English, but we brought her McDonald's fries and asked her to make fries like McDonald's. She made them from scratch, and they were still to this day the best fries I've ever had. Can she make me some French fries? And then let's see. I think the newest trend is dipping your fries in your chocolate shake. I think that's been around for a bit, right?
Oh, I did that when I was a kid.
Dipping them in your Frosty.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So you can always participate on that text line 47142.
Jimmy, time for Greek Misspeak?
Sure is. It's that time of day or hour, we could say, for a new Greek Misspeak in review.
This is your Greek Misspeak review.
Don't forget, you will hear the Dolphins on 101.7.
I need fucking healing. Can I get healing?
Sometimes when you get a beat down, it matters. Just like when you walk out of a casino. You lose 200, you're like, You lose 2,200, you're like, woo. You lose $5,000, you're like, oh, ah. Ooh. And we'll try to find out, make a selection tonight for that Panther game. Hopefully we're on the right side.
What size are you?
Small.
Like, oh, yeah, follow him home. You know, I mean, he was there, and next thing you know, taboo. You're done.
Taboo?
And they were good friends. They were best of friends. I mean, so, you know, they were whatever. Whatever.
It was Jay Edgar. I don't know if you ever saw the movie Jay Edgar.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. Yeah, when he was I've seen it.
And that was
what movie?
Yeah, sure I have. Well, what do you expect him to say? He's a liar.
I know last time was a problem, but I twerked out a couple things. I'll be ready to go.
Did you hear that? Twerk! Twerk like you're Miley Cyrus trying to prove something to your dad!
Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
Twerk it, baby.
46% of Gen Zs get financial help from their parents on everyday expenses and their mortgage and their bills. I think that's a high number. 46%. I mean, we're close to 50%. I know things are expensive and everything like that, and it's lucky that their parents can give them money and they're in the situation that they can. But 46% of Gen Zs get help from their parents. Does that number seem high to you guys?
Not really.
No, not at least the way it has seemed, right? You know, but they're staying at home. That alone, right? That counts alone.
I would say
if they're
so.
still living with their parents.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's
financial
good point.
support.
Yeah, that's definitely a good point because if they're paying. But yeah, that is a high number that kids are doing that. So if you're in that category and you're taking money from your parents, you might feel bad. Say, I don't feel so bad, 46%. So I'm right there. It's almost 50%. But, man, that's close. And like I said, the good thing is that your parents are able to help you. There are some people, I mean, years ago, it was you're 18, you're out on your own. Parents would be like, that's it.
We wanted to be.
Yeah.
We wanted to be on our own.
Yeah.
Get an apartment, have our freedom,
Yeah.
you know. Same thing with driving. We couldn't wait to drive and have our freedom, get out, go where we wanted to. And that's just not the way it is now.
And a lot of it is because it just can't afford it.
Well,
everything's so damn expensive.
Affordability is a big part, especially with housing.
I mean, I think about it. If I were on my own, I don't know if I could do it, to be honest with you. I mean, luckily I have my husband's support to do it, but thinking about the way things are now and how much rent is and stuff from when I was doing it, I lived alone for maybe like 10 years ago for a number of years, and it was easy for me to do, but things are so damn expensive these days. I don't know if I would be able to.
No, what's a single apartment, single person apartment go for now?
Over $2,000.
Yeah. I'm still amazed with kids that a lot of my friends have that they're getting their license and some of them are not, they don't want it. That blows my mind. That they're like,
they don't want to drive.
Yeah. A buddy of mine the other night, his son, and he was going to turn 16. I said, he must be jacked up to get a license. He goes, no, I'm not getting it. I said, and he goes, no. I go, any reason why? He goes, no urge. If I needed something, I could take an Uber. He goes, I don't need it. And I mean, like for us, it was like utopia. You know what I mean? You're getting your license. I mean,
it was our freedom. It was our freedom away.
Yeah. And I know things were different. Gas was cheaper and all that. But man,
well, there is a little difference too. And you see, you and I had different childhoods as far as like we both were in Jersey in the area, but you were more city, right? Yeah. So city, you don't need to drive around as much, and isn't that kind of like here, depending on where you are, in South Florida, if you're in the downtown area or you drive to the downtown area, you can walk around and that type of thing. Versus being in a rural area where, I mean, you need a car to get around. I mean, nothing's close by, right? So and that's part of it, too. But the other thing, too, as far as today, how expensive are cars and insurance?
Yeah, and gas.
I mean, it's ridiculous what it costs now.
Yep, there's no doubt. Gas.
I mean, the difference in the cost of, I bought my first car for $375. I mean, you do that now. No way. I mean, nothing. You're not. You can't even scrap a car for that much.
Yeah, it's a different time. I think for the kids, though, I don't know if it's a financial thing, if they're thinking that, but it just seems like it's not the top of their list like it was.
Well, like you said, they have other means now. I mean, like you said, you just call up Uber, as long as you're 18, right?
One of my good friends lives in Miami. He's been down there 7 years. He doesn't have a car. Doesn't do it. Uber's everything. Now, again, when you start figuring out what's more expensive or not, I don't know on a nightly basis what it could be, but I don't know. It seems like to me, 7 days a week using Uber could be more expensive to me.
To buy any sort of a reliable car, what are we looking at? Used car, minimum what? $5,000, $8,000? Minimum.
I would say easy.
Minimum.
Yeah, and I say
that's a lot of Uber drive.
Yeah, and I would say the lease
plus
car,
insurance is what, $2,000 a year?
Yeah, it might be. He
for
might
a kid?
be spending less on Ubering. I mean, especially if he's like downtown Miami and his work is very close by.
Well, he goes out a lot too. I mean, he goes to Fort Lauderdale. I don't know, but I'm just saying, but you're right.
Parking, gas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wear and tear.
When you add all that, maintenance costs. I mean, it's $100 to get an oil change now.
I might.
I
might sell my car.
Yeah,
Uber. You're right.
I mean, it's
when you start thinking about it.
Don't. You live in Boca. That will cost you a lot of money to get here.
And that's the thing, right? For some people, it's not an option. So obviously, but I mean, that's the only reason why. It's like when you want to put it together and justify it. I mean, if you add all that up, but again, then you're subject. I mean, there's a lot of bad parts to it too. It's the inconvenience and the fact that you're
not totally in control.
Yeah.
But something that you would think, at least I thought it would never go away for us, grown up, is a phone in your house. You know what I mean? That's gone. You never see that. It's rare you see somebody have a phone. And like you said, a car. Like,
well, we still have phones. I mean, they're just in our hand now instead of up on the wall.
No, I just mean a house phone. When you walk in somebody's house phone, you don't see it. It's just, to me, two things that I would have never thought of. No pay phones, stuff like that. It's just like, wow. And a car. I mean, he's like, no. He goes, I have no plans to get a car at all.
Yeah.
So we'll see. 877-927-6969. Again, you guys have an opportunity to guess what concert tickets are in my pants that I want to give away. I would love to go to this concert, but I can't. I'm going to be in Acapulco.
I want to go to this concert.
Well, maybe I could go.
I thought you were going to be in Acapulco.
I'm doing a dive competition for Red Bull. Maybe I can switch some things around. Jimmy, do you have something down low?
We do. Everybody Spanish checking in with us. Hey, Spanish, what's going on, bud?
Hey, what's good, everybody?
Spanish, what the hell's happening, buddy? I haven't heard from you in a while. How you doing? You still hitting the 6s and 5s?
Always.
What's going on?
Yeah, I just wanted to touch up. My son just turned 18, and he's one, he's been wanting to drive since he was 16, and he's had a job, and now he just got out of high school, and he's going to college, and he's got his own little production company. So he's out of the norm with what I see around nowadays. But let me tell you, insurance for an 18-year-old is $600 on a regular car.
A month?
A month.
Wow. That sounds a lot high.
Insane.
Ooh. You're telling me, because I know it's
you
up
may
there.
You may want to shop around.
Yeah,
That sounds nuts.
You're telling me you're paying $7,200 a year for insurance? You sounds like you're getting hosed and fired.
I shopped around, and that was the best. I've had the same insurance for about 20 years now, 15 to 20 years. So I figured I'd get some kind of a break. Nothing. It's literally like $580 something for 6 months. For a month.
Wow, that's outrageous.
$580 a month. Holy smokes! I knew it was bad. I didn't know it was that bad.
Now, how is your driving record? Is it under your name or his?
It's under me, my girl, and him are in the same policy.
But I'm saying, is your driving record? Did you have any accidents or points or anything like that? Speeding?
Nope.
And that sounds like a lot. Wow. I can't see $600 a month. Wow. Sorry to hear that, Sanchez.
Whew.
Who's Sanchez?
Oh, what's his name? Spanish.
Yeah, whatever.
His buddy that he's got the little company with, he has a Ford, like a Ford Mustang, and he's paying a little bit more. So that's just a norm. It's not even like anything crazy.
$700 a month. That's crazy. My God.
Because he wanted to have a sporty car.
Wow,
how does he afford it?
Yeah.
They hustle. They have a little company. They do production videos and pictures for like high school and college, and they have to have a car to get around because they go to games all the time.
Yeah, sure.
And that's how they pay it. He doesn't have any other bills because he lives with me. So, and luckily his aunt bought him a car as 18th birthday.
Oh, that's nice. Well, that's a lot of money, Fran. What the hell's his name?
Oh,
Spanish.
my God. Aren't you glad you called us, Jimmy? Normally says.
Doing it to get involved. He might forget his name.
Yeah.
He might forget his name.
We're lucky we let him on here.
Spanish, we love you, my man.
Can't you tell?
That's almost as bad as Biden calling the Ukrainian president Putin.
Yeah.
When did that happen? Yesterday?
That was like yesterday. That was fun.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to get everybody involved.
Yeah.
Accidents happen.
Yeah. He listens to the show.
It worked for him.
Mm-hmm.
Works for the Greek kid. Let me try it.
Yeah, I think he's been taking classes at the Greek school.
You never know. I'm thinking about starting a school. Well, Spanish, always great to hear your voice. And thank you for listening, brother.
Oh, thank you guys for all that you guys do for us, man. You don't understand. You've kept me alive for years now. So, thank you.
You know what? There's no chalkboard with friends, my friend. Who knows who does for what? We're all friends. Do I need a favor, bitch?
Playing our tongue.
Do I need a favor? Then I'll lay it down. Because when I call you, Spanish, for a favor, I don't expect anything but yes. But if you say no, then I'm going to tell you all the things I did for you, okay? So we get along?
Greg, you know I got your back.
I love you, bro. Stay out of trouble, and thank you for the call. We got Sammy Hager coming on in a few minutes, and I got to get his name right, so I got to get prepared.
Thanks for the call, Spanish.
Bye, Spanish. Have a good weekend.
Oh, you guys brushed them off quick. It is the Penthouse on a Friday. It is a great Friday. I am super jacked up. Because there's a lot going on. But Sammy Hagar join us in a few minutes. We'll be back. Peace.
Real radio is the news junkie.
They're trying to get rid of hotel bathtubs, and I just can't stand for it.
You know what? I'm glad I didn't take your side.
Sealand, you've used a hotel bathtub before. I've seen it. Wait.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Our
iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
Hey, pool season fanatics, your summer persona is calling. It's time for sun-soaked party scenes at MGM Grand, new luxury cabanas at Bellagio, and sandy beach living at Mandalay Bay. Show off your poolside, only with MGM Rewards. Visit MGMRewards.com for details.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Looking at a pretty nice drive along our expressways this afternoon. 95 Lee Turnpike are currently accident-free, flowing freely as well. We do have construction that'll be on Lakeview Avenue westbound after Flagler Drive that'll be blocking your left lane. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Why sit at a dealership waiting for an oil change? At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, we make it easy to drive in, stay in your car, relax, and be back on the road in about 15 minutes. Always quick, never rushed. That's Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
A violent crime is committed every 24 seconds. The U.S. Concealed Carry Association exists to provide you with firearms education, training, and access to self-defense liability insurance. So when trouble comes, you'll be ready. Over 800,000 Americans trust the USCCA, and right now, there's an exclusive, limited-time offer for radio listeners. Go to defendfamily.com to get a free family defense guide, a survival secrets training video from a retired FBI agent, and see all the benefits of membership. Go to defendfamily.com now.
Hey, it's the Greek, Monroe's of Palm Beach. Wizards and Wands, huge event, 500 cash prizes for the best costume, plus prize raffles all night long. Monroe's of Palm Beach, open till 5 a.m. It's Saturday, July 13th, Wizards and Wands. It's a big event. Stop by. You'll see a beautiful lady, enjoy a great night, and open till 5 a.m. It's Wizards and Wands with 500 cash on the line. Monroe's is open 7 days a week, and they're open at 5 a.m. with beautiful ladies all the time. The magic is there every night at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Peace.
Should I be supporting my brain health?
There's a way to support your overall brain health, including memory, and it's called Nariva. Nariva Brain Health supplements have clinically tested ingredients that can support up to 7 indicators of brain health, including memory. Look for Nariva at Walmart today and feel the difference. Also try Nariva Ultra with clinically tested cognitive and feel mentally alert. Available at Walmart. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
This is Greek City with Jeff Jr. of Trade Your Wealth. You've helped a lot of people determine how much to put into their 401k and what investments to put it into. But you mentioned a big mistake that most people make. What's that?
One of the biggest mistakes people make is leaving their 401k behind when they leave their job. And another big mistake is rolling it into your new 401k.
Really? Why is that?
By leaving it behind, you completely lose control. You never want to leave your money with an old employer. And if you roll it into a new 401k, you'll often have limited investment options and may incur costs to do so. Trajan Wealth can help complete the paperwork free of charge and do a tax-free rollover. We can then help invest it according to your exact retirement goals and not just what the employer is offering.
You've got an old 401k or one that you rolled to a new employer? Call Trajan Wealth today at 561-390-1000. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisor paid advertisement.
This July 26th through 28th, get ready for an event that will inspire and empower Christians across America. The Believers Summit is coming to West Palm Beach, Florida. This summit is more than just a gathering. It's a mission to stand courageously for truth, embracing a here I am spirit of readiness and obedience to God's call. Join an inspiring lineup of speakers including Charlie Kirk, Jansen Franklin, Ali Stuckey, Eric Metaxas, Sage Steele, and many more. Register now for 25% off using code WPBLOCAL at tpusafaith.com/believers.
When the going gets tough, the tough gets Storm Smart. Since 1996, Storm Smart has simplified the process of protecting your home while increasing its living space and beauty. Because smart is easy. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential. But finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-632-4055 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-632-4055. That's 800-632-4055. What do you have to lose? Call 800-632-4055. Again, 800-632-4055.
Don't miss up to 70% off select major appliances at the Lowe's Closeout event. But hurry, these deals are too good to last because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 8/7 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are going to remain partly cloudy as we go through the rest of our Friday. Temperatures will be right near the upper 80s and about 90. Scattered showers and thunderstorms are still possible as we move through the day as well. The southwest wind means a lot of the rain can linger near the coastline as we head into the later part of the afternoon and evening. Skies are going to stay partly cloudy with a scattered storm again this weekend.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer custom-made faux wood and real wood blinds and shutters, cellular shades, Roman shades, bamboo shades, exterior shades, and more, all at factory direct prices. Don't pay too much for new blinds. Go to Blindster.com.
The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration in the United States. Since it was established in 1861, there have been 3,517 people awarded with the medal. I'm Malcolm Gladwell, and our new podcast from Pushkin Industries and iHeartMedia is about those heroes. Listen to Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage.
Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Jason Weiser, attorney at law.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is the Penthouse on a special day. Every day is special. You guys are with us. It makes it a little bit more special. We're waiting for our big guests to join us, Sammy Hagar and Michael Anthony. They're going to call in and talk about their big concert coming up and a lot of other things. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
What's up? Good afternoon to you.
And then later in the program, we'll give you a couple other things going on. And don't forget, you can win $1,000 13 times a day. Jimmy, are we ready?
Doing trifecta?
Yeah, go ahead.
Riders up. It's Creaky Trifecta.
Yankees lost last night to Tampa. Tough game for them. The Yanks are not playing good right now. And not really good for the Yanks. They got a big series this weekend with Baltimore. They're 3 out. If they sweep, they'll be in first place. If they're not, if they get swept, they're down 6, and they got to be like in Alphabet City. They will be in big problems. Last night was the ESPYs and Patrick Mahomes for the second year in a row, back-to-back, got Athlete of the Year. Serena Williams was the host, did a very good job last night. And it was a good, as far as award shows go, I think it was good. They hit a lot of big things, and a lot of nice announcements were made, and I thought it was a good show all around. And Super Bowl odds, the Miami Dolphins are 24-1. That's a nice payday with the Dolphins with that explosive offense. Defense is a little weak, lost a lot of guys, but the offense is hot. But remember, if you're going to bet this, you got to see what happens with Tua, because you never know what's going to happen with Tua, whether or not he's going to sign or slid out of camp. That could make a difference. And right now, the Wimbledon is going on, and Djokovic is playing, and he's got a chance to get back to the finals and maybe win his 25th title, singles title. That would be a record for him. Had a knee injury going in, and some people thought he wasn't going to be able to obviously bounce back, but he looks good so far. He's in the semifinals, and if he wins, he'll be in the finals, I believe, on Sunday. So Wimbledon going on. It is a Super Bowl of tennis, and that is your Greeks trifecta. Don't forget this weekend, a big event at Monroe's of Palm Beach, a Wizards and Wands, $500 cash prize on Saturday night.
That's tomorrow night, huh? So maybe you can go there after you go check out Sammy Hagar, Michael Anthony, Joe Satriani, and Jason Bonham for the Best of All Worlds Summer Tour happening at, I think, Financial Amphitheater. We gave away tickets 11:45. We've been giving away tickets for the past couple weeks. And you can go to that show. If you weren't able to get tickets on us, make sure you go to livenation.com because there still may, I can't guarantee, be tickets available. But I think Monroe's would be a great after party for the Best of All Worlds Summer Tour.
And speaking of which, the person that's headlining that, of course, Mr. Sammy Hagar. We have him on the air with the Penthouse. Sammy, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for taking some time with us today.
Well, thank you very much. You know, I'm been here for a couple of days, so I'm semi-acclimated because normally this would be kind of early in the morning for me, and I don't speak very well in the morning. I'm kind of like my throat is paralyzed, until about noon. So it's noon now, so I guess I'll be okay.
You're good. You're good. You'll fit in on this show because I don't speak good all day long, Sammy, so it's not a problem.
No, it's so weird. When I'm on tour, people call me up, and I won't pick up my phone until about 11 o'clock in the morning. And I keep it turned off because if I turn it on and I talk to last night, come on, give me a break. And then
you're busting your ass every night.
You got to save your voice.
9 o'clock. Tell them you can't talk to them at 9.
It just doesn't want to work in the morning, but it's going to work today. We're good now. We're strong. We had a great rehearsal last night. First time we saw the whole production and the whole stage built out, and wow, people are going to freak out. Man, yeah.
No, I know everybody's excited about this tour. Okay, so I made a mention. We know so far, obviously, we got you, the legend, Sammy Hagar, Michael Anthony, Joe Satriani, Jason Bonham. I mean, what a hell of a lineup. But you added a fifth member to this tour, right?
Yeah, this keyboard player that plays with Joe Satriani, he's really an accomplished musician, and he's from Australia. He has a band, and he tours Australia and all that, and he's just a great guitar player. He's a great keyboard player, and he's a great singer. And it really allows us to do everything live, nothing on tape now. Even in Van Halen, we had the keyboards on tape. We had some background vocals on tape once in a while because Eddie couldn't sing two-part. Because Aldo sings, so Eddie and Mike couldn't handle it. So, yeah, we got Jason singing, we got vocals sounding live and real, we got the live keyboards. The keyboards make the biggest difference in the world, like on a song like Right Now, which when you play to a track, you have to stick to the arrangement, you have to stick to the track, you have to concentrate. You can't really play the song, you're kind of following the song, if you know what I mean. And the difference of having the live keyboards, we can get off into a little tangent, take it into a little mystery place, and like as Bob Weir would say, take it for a little walk in the woods, and it's really I haven't done it in so long. I haven't had a keyboard player since 91 or something. I don't know.
Well, one other instrument you do have is a bassist, and we have Michael Anthony also on with us as well. Michael, welcome to the Penthouse. Thank you for joining the show.
Thank you. Sammy, when you talk about not calling you in the morning, that answers a bunch of questions of mine now. I try to call Sam in the morning. Where the heck's he at? He never picks up the phone.
No.
Now I know
can't.
why. Now I know
I
why.
His voice isn't working.
You know, Mike can scream it all day long, all night long, eat hot sauce before he sings, you know, drink as much tequila as he wants, and then he just gets out there and it doesn't affect him. I don't get it.
That's my ritual. That's my pre-show warm-up.
You gotta eat like 4 habaneros and say, "Yeah, let's go sing. Let's go do background vocals on the record." You know, I just ate 5 habaneros. But Mike, aren't you in the room right next door to me?
Am I? No, I don't think I'm
calling
next
in like
door to
this.
you.
He's in the hallway.
I mean, I tried to call you this morning, but you didn't pick up.
Now you know why.
Well, there you go. Now you know why. You said it yourself.
Now, see, that answer got solved for you, so you don't feel bad anymore.
Speaking of liquor, I hear you got a new Red Rocker lager. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, you know, Detroit Brewing Company, you know, they made this, they asked me if I wanted to make a beer, and Mike and I actually went down there together, and they, you know, laid out all these different styles of beers, and we went through it. You know, I can give Mike some credit for this. We actually went through it and said,
helped Sam out on that one.
Yeah, this one's great. This one's great. And I said, well, this one needs a little more, like to have a little more hops, a little bitter, more bitter. This one's too sweet, and this one's too bitter. It needs a little more sweetness, blah, blah, blah. And I think we made the perfect lager, in my opinion. Like, I'd compared it to my favorite lagers, which are like Modelo, and I like a Japanese beer like Sapporo, you know. And so it's kind of in that vein, and just a little sweeter than a Modelo, and it's a little more bitter than a Sapporo, and it's, to me, the perfect lager. I compare it to my favorite lager and go, no, I'll drink this one right now in a blind tasting. So I think we nailed it, and it's harder than hell to get this distribution on beer, and we got it here in Florida. I can't believe it. It's like, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, and listen, Sammy, I'm not trying to
tailgate properly now.
I'm not trying to stroke you. I mean, but you are a man after my heart. You do everything right. So I think, were the OG celebrity when it came out with tequilas, right? I mean, you were one of the first ones.
First person ever.
Yes,
yeah, absolutely.
You were. And then we talked to you not that long ago about those the beach bar, the cocktails in the can.
Yeah.
Absolutely delicious. And now the Santos.
That early too, but that's gotten so crowded. You walk to a grocery store and you see about 300 walls, you know, 300 other things of mine sitting there really small there in the corner. I'm going, well, this is tough. I'm going to have to get Mike to go around and do some in-store.
Well, speaking of in-store, aren't you doing something in-store tomorrow?
No, hell no. Wait a minute. Whoa, what are you talking about?
What are you doing? What are you going to be?
All right, well, maybe you're not, but I know that they're going to have a tasting at Total Wine. That's going to be in Wellington, happening tomorrow from 12 to 3, and that's for the Red Rock Lager. So you may not get to see Sammy in person, but you're going to get to try that brand new Red Rocker Lager.
They'll probably have his music on in the background.
Where's this place at? I'll go down there.
It's not that far from where you guys are playing at, I think, Financial Amphitheater at Total Wine.
I'll pick you up around 11:30, Michael. We'll get down there.
Yeah, you can sleep out and just go right over there in the morning. You have a good time.
Damn, I might be late for the show then, but...
Francis, we got to straighten Francis out. Francis,
yeah, she brings up stuff all the time.
I can't go get drunk in the middle of the afternoon and then do a great show tomorrow night. The first show, no less. I'm going to be pacing my floors. I'm going to be walking on the beach, scratching my head and going, what am I going to do? It's like, you know, it's been a while, and especially the big production, a big stage where we got to do things at certain times, you know, that has to happen, make the lightning strike at certain times. And so I'm sitting there going, you know, I hope it's like having sex or riding a bike.
First time on stage, Sammy?
Yeah,
pretty close.
Just like riding a bike.
It's similar. Mm-hmm. Now, Sammy, you have a big event coming up in August at the MGM. It looks like a fantastic event. And tell everybody about that and how much fun it looks like it's going to be.
Oh, my God. Well, we're taking over Vegas, you know.
Awesome.
And Mike, he lives part-time in Vegas. Well, he can explain that better than I can. But so, you know, we've made a lot of friends there. And, you know, we have the island over at the Palms and all that. So, you know, the Sammy's Island, we're at the whole pool. Where it's really a fun thing. So we're having a big party weekend, you know, come in for the whole weekend. The MGM's, you know, the big arena there. We're playing there. And then, you know, be parties over at the island. There'll be parties at all these bars around town. Mikey's got a couple buddies down there that he gets his hot sauce in there, and we got the rum and tequila in these bars, and And so they're all stocked up, and people just go there and party, for the whole weekend. It's like you're supposed to be hurt when you come back from Vegas.
Oh, yeah, it looks fantastic. Vegas is great no matter what goes on, and you add you guys and having this a big event. This is definitely a weekend you don't want to miss, and definitely a great time.
Yep, that's what we do. We go places and we create an event, Like, a lot of people think, it's just like a show. You just come to town, do your show, take your money, and go. No.
So let me
when this band comes to a town, we do two things. We come in early if we can. We go around the town, try to go into some bars, see if they have the booze, of course. Okay. And go out, and if there's a band playing, we go out and see them, and we try to get involved with the town as much as possible. Like here, we've been here in Florida, South Florida, for like 2, 3, 4 days altogether. And, I mean, we're putting a dent in this place. But anyways, and then when I leave, I write a big fat check to the food bank. Every city for 12, 13 years I've been doing.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Wonderful. That's fantastic. Yeah. That is such a great thing.
You don't just come rape and pilferage and leave. No, we cover up our damages.
Now, you guys, when you're not playing during the day, you said you bang around a lot, but is there anything you like to do, just to unwind and get ready for a show? Is there anything that you have, like an agenda you do every time you guys play? Maybe go gamble, maybe go on the beach, maybe go to strip clubs.
Whoa.
You're talking about 20 years ago. If we're near any kind of beach, I'm there. I like to be outside. Some people go on tour and they just lock themselves in the room. They're sitting there in the air conditioning the whole day and then come out just for the show. Like Sam said, we like to get out into town, see what's going on, especially if we get in a night before. But during the day, no, we're moving around doing stuff, and then we throw a little show in on top of it.
That sounds awesome.
I got to tell you, I look out my window if I'm overlooking the beach. If we're we always try to stay where there's a beach or a lake, a body of water. And if I look out my window, I usually see Mike. He gets up early. I look out, I see Mike walking around on the beach, or I see Mike laying by the pool, and that's usually the routine. I usually end up joining him a couple hours later.
Well, maybe next time you guys you can come in studio and see us. Yeah. We'd love to sit down with you.
You're lucky. We got a couple beaches down here.
Yeah, wait a minute. You got a beach at the studio?
Yeah, it's new. We really haven't really developed it. We'll figure one out for you.
Just throw some sand out.
Bring some sand in.
Studio, take it to the
We're easily fooled. We're easily fooled if you get the big screen TV, and tell us it's a window and the beach is out there. Mike and I, we're like, sure, yeah, look at that. Whoa,
Well, guys, we appreciate you calling. Much success with everything you got going on. I know you're very busy, but thank you for taking time to call us, and you're always welcome to stop by in the Penthouse and say hi.
I appreciate it, and we appreciate everything
That'd be
you guys
great.
are doing to promote this show for us and promote everything we do. And, yeah, come on down. We'll see you tomorrow night. We're going to have another dress rehearsal tonight, and, wow. It was so
Saturday
amazing
night we light the wick. Boy, and there we go.
We gotta try not to overdo it, Mike. You know that.
Yeah, stay calm.
No, I say overdo it.
Yeah.
Go
Make the show better.
Yeah, go crazy. Randy says go crazy.
Here in Florida, of course
we'll go crazy, but I mean, yeah. All right, peace and love. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Okay, good talking to you guys.
Good talking to you.
Thank you both so much for joining us today. Sammy Hagar, Michael Anthony, so great to have them on the show with us. They're going to be at, I Think, Financial Amphitheater tomorrow night, kicking off the tour, the big tour, the, what do we got here? The Best of All Worlds tour starting tomorrow with special guest Loverboy. I tell you what, grab your tickets, go see. It's going to be an awesome show.
Yes, it is.
It'd be great to see them back.
Now, you won't be able to meet Sammy or Michael, but if you want to try out that new Red Rocker lager, there's going to be a couple places. I know some people are listening on the iHeartRadio app, so I'll let you know another joint in Florida, but they're doing tastings and... you heard me, I said joint. Okay. Tasting and beer sales, Total Wine and More. That's tomorrow from 12 to 3. That's the one in Wellington on State Road 7. And then if you're in the Tampa area or maybe heading up there, They're doing a tasting on Sunday in Tampa at the Total Wine and More over there. So they said there was going to be tastings. They're going to have ticket giveaways, all kinds of stuff. So maybe if you go to the one in Wellington, you might be able to score a pair of tickets for tomorrow night's show.
That'd be pretty awesome. That beer sounded great the way Sam was describing it there.
I love Modelo Especial, and he said it was similar. So I think I'm really going to enjoy it.
Yep, we'll have to give that a try.
Absolutely. So very, very cool. Make sure you go to livenation.com if you were not able to win them through us here on the Penthouse, because maybe, I can't guarantee, there may still be some tickets on sale for that show tomorrow night.
Sounds like a great show and a great time. Weather's supposed to be nice, too, so it's going to be good to be out there and just enjoy yourself. Nice of those guys to call us and to talk about what they got going on.
But isn't that crazy? There's so many people in the tequila game, and he was the original person to start that tequila Cabo Wabo. I believe he sold Cabo Wabo
for 9 digits, I do believe. I saw, right?
Nice.
Sold it for a couple bucks.
And I didn't want to ask him for a T-shirt. Should have said, can I get his T-shirt, Sammy?
Yeah, but he still has a Cabo Wabo cantinas in a few locations, but the Cabo Wabo tequila, I even have a bottle still at home. Yeah, he did sell it, but he still has, he's still in the tequila game because he has that Santos with Guy Fieri.
That's right. Yeah,
There's a tequila and a mezquila, which is they combine tequila and mezcal together. So he's still in the tequila game.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sounds like a guy who's definitely cool and a guy who you wouldn't mind hanging out with.
His place out in Vegas looks awesome as well.
Was that the Cabo Wabo Cantina?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I told you I went to one in Cabo Wabo.
That's right.
I've told you that story with Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, tell the story again. He drove you someplace?
He did not.
He give you right back to the hotel? And you were like, Stevie, wow. What happened?
First time we went there, Stevie Wonder, Cabo Wabo was playing when we went there, and we stayed at Cabo San Lucas.
That's crazy.
And it hopped up on stage. Not like he was hired, but he was there hanging out.
So he didn't drive you home.
People were just telling him to go play, and he played a couple songs. And it was just at first I was like, who is that on there? And then we looked and we were like, oh my God. I mean, it was one of those experiences that's just once in a lifetime.
That is.
Very cool.
Now, Shaq says that he can drive. Shaq has a story, you can look it up, where he says that he was in his garage and he says there's no doubt about it, Stevie Wonder can drive. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what Shaq is saying.
I don't know either.
It was on a podcast because I'm telling you, he can definitely. One of the best ones with Shaq is that he's just a guy, whether you like him or not, he's cool. He really is. He does a lot for charity. He does a lot of different things, but he has a lot of great one-liners. Yao Ming, who played for years with Houston Rockets, he told a story where he hit a shot on him, and Shaq said to him, "Hey, nice shot." And Yao Ming goes, "Hey, thanks, big fella." And Shaq goes, "My God, I thought you couldn't speak English for years." And he goes, "You never talked to me."
That's funny. He just assumed.
He assumed. And he said, he looked at him.
Speak English?
That's what he said.
No kid.
Yeah, and he goes, "But you never talked to me." So he said, "Wow." He goes, but
he probably spoke it perfectly, too.
Oh, yeah. Because Shaq goes, "Nice." He had to turn around, jump around him, and he goes, "Nice shot." He goes, "Thanks, big fella."
Nice shot.
So Shaq is the one who said it. And he goes, "Thanks, big fella." And Shaq was like, "I thought you don't speak English." He goes, "You never talked to me." So I think he's. I like Shaq. I do. I think he's funny.
He is funny.
I love the way he interacts with kids.
Yeah, he's
too.
great.
I mean, that always it always brings a smile to my face when I see a little kid will come up to him and he just embraces them all the time, and he doesn't do it for any reason. No. He doesn't do it to be in front of the camera. It just happens to every now and then they catch him on camera doing it. Of course, we've heard about all the things that he's done to help people with paid off layaways and things like that. So
no, he's cool.
Really cool.
And then my good friend Buddha was down to Prime 112 for years. He used to go down there, and he's got that famous picture where Shaq was picking Buddha up and holding Buddha like a baby.
I don't think I've ever seen that picture, but I can picture it in my head.
Yeah, so could I. Even I can, yeah.
Well, Buddha's like my size.
Yeah, but he's a big guy.
Yeah.
I mean, and Shaq was picking him up like it was a pretzel. Yeah, it was that was unbelievable picture.
Yeah, they used to have, back in the day, it's not now, it's like a chocolate factory or whatever, but Universal, they used to have the NBA.
Hands.
The place, and they would have his hands and his shoes.
Oh, unbelievable.
And his height, like outside, so you could compare it. And it's just like, how is a human being this big? Even his foot, it was incredible. I was just like, wow. I mean, it's probably, I don't know, how many of my hands do you think?
9.
Love seeing him standing next to Kevin Hart. That's always a fun picture.
Really doing jump ball. Jim, you got time for this or on break?
We'll take a quick phone call. We got Jim on the line. Hey, Jim, welcome to the show. What's going on, bud?
Hey, happy Friday, guys.
What's up, Jim? How you feeling?
I'm feeling awesome. Matter of fact, just came back from a pain care facility. They're probably going to have to do some injections in my back, but we haven't really figured that out yet.
Okay.
But I wanted to call because Sammy Hagar, I was listening to you guys with Sammy Hagar. He was my first concert that I ever saw in my life almost like 30 years ago.
Wow. That's amazing.
Cool.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah, so I saw him when he was doing the Red concert.
Yeah, he seems like a cool guy. He really does. He just seems like a lot of fun.
A cool guy, yeah.
Yeah, he does. Seems like a good guy, nice guy, great success. I mean, he's done it all. Obviously a musician, but even the liquor industry, he crushed. And like Franny said, he was one of the first people to get involved in it, but just a great guy. Seems cool.
Yeah, and then you guys were talking earlier about celebrities that aren't as nice as they say they or you think they are.
Yeah.
So I took my son to go see Michael Bublé.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I won tickets for you guys. So thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
And I also I work in a furniture store, and I sold some furniture to a gentleman who works really closely with a lot of celebrities.
Okay.
And one of the celebrities was Michael Bublé.
Okay.
So I knew he was going to have somebody that he worked with going to be at the show that night. So I was like, I want to go see if I can maybe meet Michael Bublé. And he said, you don't want to do that. And I said, why? And he said, he's not a nice guy.
Oh,
and
that's
I said,
a shame.
really? He seems, yeah.
And I listen to his Christmas album every freaking year.
more.
No more. I'm done.
Well, this whole topic came up of which good celebrity do you find suspicious? Michael Bublé was number 3 on. Well, he was the third one on that list. So apparently, you got evidence to go with that.
This hurts me.
Yeah, but I got to tell you, at his show, he even walks out and says it when he starts talking about because it was an evening with Michael Bublé, so he did a lot of talking, he did a lot of singing. And one of the things that he did is he came out and he was saying that basically, people always want to see him backstage or want to meet him. And he goes, I'm just not a social person. I'm not a nice guy.
Wow.
And
Interesting.
He actually admitted that. Yeah, I think I have it on tape. I think because I was videotaping a lot of the concert. I think I have it actually on video. But like I said, the guy that I spoke to, that could have probably got me backstage. He's like, you don't want to go backstage. You don't want to meet him.
Wow, that's so.
You were illegally videotaping? Is that
These days, right? Before
Yeah,
it was
really.
like no cameras or photography, and now they're like, bust out your camera, put your flashlight on.
Yeah, really. That's true.
Yeah.
No, I accidentally hit record for like 2 hours.
Whoops.
Maybe that's why you got high blood pressure.
Yep. And then the worst thing, coming back from that concert, somebody sideswiped me.
Oh.
And
was it Michael Bublé?
And he blamed you.
Was it him?
I think it was somebody who met him and was pissed off.
Oh my God!
Smacked into my car, so I went chasing this guy. So I'm actually probably about 90 miles an hour down the expressway.
Really?
And I look over, So I look over and I see my son, and I'm like, I don't want to do this with my son in the car. So I told my son, listen, do me a favor, see if you can videotape this guy's, license plate. But I need to back off because the guy he hit me and he took off.
What happened?
Nice, like a brand new Lincoln. Nothing. I called my niece, who is a detective.
Oh, nice.
And, so she wasn't able to really come up with anything. And she said, if you want to pursue it. And I said, you know what? Nothing happened to the car. Nothing happened to my son. So I'm not even going to worry about it.
Yeah, you can't be.
It was my wife's car. It was my wife's car. I haven't even told her.
All right, as long as it was your wife's car.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry about it. Not you.
It wasn't your car.
No skin off your back.
Yeah.
Well, now with all this Michael Bublé talk, I'm curious to see because he's going to be a new coach on The Voice. If you're familiar with that singing competition,
all right.
He's one of the newer coaches on it. So I'm curious to see what he's going to be like.
I would think he'd be fine on
Of
TV.
course,
Yeah,
he's not going
Matt,
to be an ass, right?
I don't think.
You
I know
never
he comes out on stage and says, hey, I'm a jerk.
I just I'm going to have to go to therapy this afternoon after my pedicure because, I can't listen to his Christmas album anymore. This is really puzzling me. Oof. Good thing I had Tampa last night. Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, Jim. It's all your fault.
Jim, we got to go. Thanks for the call. Thanks for listening. You
Feel
always
better,
have, and feel better.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Thank you.
All right, peace.
Take care, buddy.
It is the Penthouse on a crazy Friday. We're going to come back. We think we have a winner for What's in My Pants.
Maybe. We do have a winner. We'll announce that after this break.
I can see clear.
visual aid you need for all the freaky stuff we talk about on the radio. Find it at realradio921.com.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah. Can't believe it. Woo!
Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome.
It's $1,000 in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Looking at a pretty nice drive along our expressways this afternoon. 95 and the Turnpike are currently accident-free, flowing freely as well. We do have construction that'll be on Lakeview Avenue westbound after Flagler Drive that'll be blocking your left lane. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Summer's best deals are still going at Mattress Firm. The July 4th sale has been extended. Right now, you can save up to $700 when you get a king bed at queen prices. Get matched with a wide selection of mattresses at every price. Restrictions apply.
Recently, a new client called me and started by saying, "Mr. Morgan, I really need your help, but I'm just a nobody." Those words stunned me, and I immediately called him back, and we're now helping him and his family after a terrible accident. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Everybody who comes to our firm at their time of need is a somebody. I grew up poor, but my grandmother was like a queen to us. At Morgan & Morgan, our goal is to level the playing field for you and your family at your time of need. The insurance company has unlimited money and resources. You need a firm who can fight them toe-to-toe. For right at 30 years, we have fought them in courtrooms throughout America. Our results speak for themselves. And always remember this, everybody is a somebody, and nobody is a nobody. Visit forthepeople.com to learn about our firm. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
High five! Up top! Heck yeah!
Dave's company just got the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business.
Yeah, 5 years!
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
High five for gig speed.
5 years of advanced security.
Security win.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Our rate ain't changing.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
There it is.
He hasn't given this many high fives since Deborah brought in her famous banana bread.
Woohoo!
Now he's got savings.
I'm so excited.
Yep, Dave's feeling it. But it's only for a limited time, so don't wait. Switch today and ask how to get the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business. Powering 5 years of savings. Powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
And it's hurting, but I am not stopping.
Woo! Ends 8/21/24. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
A violent crime is committed every 24 seconds. The U.S. Concealed Carry Association exists to provide you with firearms education, training, and access to self-defense liability insurance. So when trouble comes, you'll be ready. Over 800,000 Americans trust the USCCA, and right now, there's an exclusive, limited-time offer for radio listeners. Go to defendfamily.com to get a free family defense guide, a survival secrets training video from a retired FBI agent, and see all the benefits of membership. Go to defendfamily.com now.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are going to remain partly cloudy as we go through the rest of our Friday. Temperatures will be right near the upper 80s and about 90. Scattered showers and thunderstorms are still possible as we move through the day as well. The southwest wind means a lot of the rain could linger near the coastline as we head into the later part of the afternoon and evening. Skies are going to stay partly cloudy with a scattered storm again this weekend.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Time with family, laughs with friends, and cash back. Discover's got you covered on the last one. That's because Discover doubles all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cash Back Match. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. For $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword grand at realradio921.com. That's grand. Enter it now at realradio921.com, and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is the Penthouse on a Friday. Just had Sammy Hagar calling us. Great show he's going to have tomorrow night. If there are still tickets available, maybe you guys should jump on that and check it out and have a good time. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hi.
Hi back to you. It's the saddest hour of the week for me because there's only 1 hour left with Franny. But then we text throughout the weekend. So
all
okay.
weekend long.
All weekend long, yeah.
What are you doing? What are you wearing? Where are you going?
What are you doing? Where are you going? What are you wearing? Maybe some FaceTime this weekend if you think I'm privileged enough. Not really. I don't think so. Jimmy, did you want to announce our winner?
You want to do it now?
Yeah.
We have a winner of our contest of What is in Greek's Pocket, and
pocket.
The big winner is...
I know what's in Greek's pants pocket. Janet Jackson tickets.
There we go. We have our big winner. His name is Joe. We will get in touch with Joe and set him up with a pair of tickets to go see Janet Jackson. He was our big winner.
Nice job, Joe. Mm-hmm. Congratulations.
Good guess. I mean, because there's a lot of shows going on. Maybe it could have been Taylor Swift. I mean, who the hell knows?
We got a lot of guesses, and just for that simple reason, there are a lot of shows, summer tours going around and everything. So, yep, Janet Jackson is coming up. So, Joe is our big winner.
It's gonna be a great show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that is one I think I want to go to.
The hint I was going to give is that's one of the concerts that I could say that we've given away over the years that I actually went to. I went to see Janet Jackson twice.
I can't remember because I was a child, but it's between Bon Jovi or Janet Jackson. One of those was my first concert.
I think it was Bon Jovi.
Okay.
Well, it was between because they were both the same year. I remember as a kiddo, and my parents took me, and it was at Chastain Park. I remember in Atlanta, and either way, they were both fantastic. Right. And obviously, I remember the concerts vividly. I just don't remember what order they were in. But I would love. That was the only time I saw her, and I was a child, so it would be so cool to see her.
And I think she's also Nelly's going to be with her. I think he's a special.
Really?
I think I heard that.
Cool.
And is she? And which I was surprised too. She's at. It's I think right. Is that what she's going to be at? I think she's at. I think Financial Amphitheater.
I think you're right.
Yeah. I think I am right.
You should go.
Maybe I will.
Okay.
It is. I think July.
Pair of tickets if you want them.
July 18th, she'll be it. I think.
There you go. Maybe I will.
That's next week, sweetie.
That is. You're right. It's a Thursday night, though.
It's the 17th. Take off the next day.
Yeah.
Maybe go to Breakers, get a pedicure.
Sounds wonderful.
We'll set it all up.
On Greek. Here's the black card.
Oh, my God. You're so precious. Let's do some Florida stories.
Okay.
Florida.
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 Did you say
Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
A landscaper with a firearm turned violent during an arrest at a local Wawa, locally meaning this was in Central Florida. Lady Lake is what we're going to call it. There was a report saying that an armed person, possibly shooting a firearm, was over there at that Wawa. 4 officers arrived on the scene and zeroed in on a vehicle at one of the gas pumps. They found 34-year-old Jose Miguel of Leesburg hanging out with his Glock firearm concealed in a fanny pack he was wearing. They said he is a convicted felon and therefore not allowed to possess a firearm.
You mean it was illegal?
Yes, it was. It was very much illegal. Yes, sir. Because of that, yes, he was taken into custody. They said he became increasingly violent. Officers took him into the ground, securing him in handcuffs and leg cuffs.
Wow.
All the cuffs.
All the cuffs.
Yes, all the cuffs. They said when they looked into his criminal history, yes, he was convicted of aggravated assault back in January, battery back in April. He's on probation. So they did transport him over to a hospital for medical evaluation because they said he was so loco at the time that he was medically cleared and then taken to the Lake County Jail. Next up in your What the Florida, yeah, you shouldn't threaten anybody. But when you threaten our governor, you're going to get in pretty big trouble, and it's going to make the news. And this is what happened with a 20-year-old Florida woman making threats to kill Governor Ron DeSantis. Her name is Danielle Calloway. And she just kind of was like, here's all of my information. Take it. Find me.
I dare you.
Yeah. So she went to his website and was asking for an in-person meeting, which I guess you can do so. You can fill out an application. I didn't know. Like, you fill out a little thing on there. And
I would imagine that would be the same for all of our government officials since they actually work for us.
It's a questionnaire. Ask for an in-person meeting, and that's what she wanted. She filled out her name, and she gave the right name, she didn't make up a name, no alias. She put in her email address, her phone number, and her physical address, and then requested a meeting for DeSantis as soon as possible.
Give me a call.
That's what she put on there. So under the area where you do meeting summary of issue, this is exactly her words, all right? She says, you're going to try and Baker Act me again. Come on over and try, you scurry bleep ho. I'll kill you already. Know this, you can't do bleep. Try me, ho. Try and Baker Act me. Send me to jail. Give me more time to write about. Try and take me away. I still kill you at the end, ho. Try me, you cat. Do bleep and confess. I don't know what that means.
It's pretty strong. It's pretty strong. I have to admit.
And she calls him a hoe. So many times. So many times. But
I just don't. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I mean, I could see if there's some sort of a political beef, that way. But I don't hear anything. It's almost like she's talking to an ex-boyfriend type thing, right?
Or a girl, because I'm calling her a hoe. I'm just kidding.
True, yeah.
She's maybe a little wacky, yeah. So yes, they said a confidential member of the governor's office read the message, felt like, yep, that's a threat. I mean, she did say she's going to kill him, and they were able to obviously find her because she gave her address. They went to her home to assess her mental health, potential threat she posed. They said, yeah, she did admit to making the threats online. And of course, they will not accept a threat against anyone in our community, especially the governor. So she was arrested. By the way, she has been arrested twice earlier this year on charges of battery and resisting law enforcement. So she's not one who is not shy from crime. And then next up in your What the Florida, we have somebody who wanted to get themselves some tacos and burritos at the Taco Bell. Thank you.
Not complete unless you do that. I was waiting for it.
It's not. I can't finish.
That'd be a great doorbell.
Be
a great doorbell.
It would, actually. Polk County, Florida Sheriff's Office said they were called to a Taco Bell in response to a suspicious person. The suspicious person was one that was holding up the drive-thru because they fell asleep. In fact, they made it to where they paid for their meal. This is my assumption. This is Marcus Jamar, because when they saw him, drive-thru lane, vehicle was still running, but was stopped. But he was holding a receipt, and it was a Taco Bell receipt, so he paid for it. They said he was holding, I love this, a stick of gum, a Taco Bell receipt, and a Florida ID card that did not belong to him.
So it was in between the pay window and the window where you pick up your order?
Yes, he fell asleep in between.
Missed it by that much.
Yep. Then they also found an open bottle of Crown.
Oh, well, you got to have dessert.
Yeah, they did. He said he smelled pretty boozy. On top of the Crown, we got a mixture of fentanyl in there and marijuana.
Not from the Taco Bell, I'm assuming.
No. I mean, that one, what story did you have where there was a burrito that was like a brick wrapped burrito?
Full of drugs.
Drugs.
Meth was full
A
of...
meth burrito. He was taken to jail, obviously, and charged with 4 felonies and 4 misdemeanors. And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. Way to do it. Twice your show. We do it 11:05, 1:05.
I do have a couple of stories here with concerts. 47142 started off with Real Radio because we talked to Michael Anthony and Sammy Hagar doing their concert tomorrow at the I Think Financial Amphitheater. And somebody says, I saw the Stones. And Stevie Wonder opened up, played first for them. They said he blew away the Stones.
Wow.
Which is a bold statement. Yeah, because it's the Rolling Stones, right? And then somebody said the Styx actually broke my concert cherry in 1981 at Brendan Byrne Arena in New Jersey.
Baby.
There you go. RealRadio921.com. I believe we have tickets up for Styx, don't we?
Do
Styx
we?
and Foreigner.
Ooh, how about that? Yeah.
I do believe so.
Yeah, I think it's Styx and Foreigner.
Styx and Foreigner. RealRadio921.com. You can register contest page.
In a good mood today.
Register for the.
It's Friday. Or am I a good faker?
Somebody said the Taco Bell gong would make a great car horn.
Yeah.
And then somebody mentioned, and it was part of the list that Jimmy had about Michael Bublé not being so nice. And
that sucks.
Our buddy Jim called in.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
And had a story about it.
Yeah, I mean, when Jim's calling in, he really knows. That's when, we talk about...
Yeah, that was a real story versus what I was just talking about. People put up a list of, good celebrities that some people might find suspicious. Well, apparently, they were correct on that one.
Yep. And somebody texts, you're famous and got lots of money when you can tell the audience you're an a-hole. Just walk out and be like, yep, I'm a jerk. But they're still going to hang out and watch me.
Mm-hmm.
And then
he's so talented. I can't even picture him coming out and saying that on a mic, hey, I'm just not a nice guy. Maybe people think it's tongue in cheek, like he's kidding.
Maybe. And you know what? Maybe it's not necessarily that he's an a-hole. Maybe he's just antisocial. Some people are just awkward with people and they just rather not.
Yeah.
That's what Jim said. He came out and said that I'm not very social, that type of thing. I mean, I don't think he came out and called himself every bad word in the book, but...
Because some people are just not social beings. They just don't like talking to people.
Jimmy at RealRadio921.com is the email address. We've got our buddy Evan checking in. He says, speaking of concerts, he says, I saw Luciano Pavarotti in L.A. You feel every song. I felt like this might sound what it would be in heaven.
Huh.
Wow.
Apparently, Pavarotti.
That's very deep.
Yes, it is.
Very deep.
Perfect for this show.
Tremendously. You want to hit a Greek misspeak? Last one of the day?
All right, let's do it. I got it right here. Number 230 for you in the cheap seats. Keeping count.
This is your Greek misspeak review.
Don't forget, you will heal the Dolphins on 101.7.
I need fucking healing.
They're healing.
Can I get healing?
Sometimes when you get a beat down, it matters. Just like when you walk out of a casino. You lose 200, you're like, You lose 2,200, you're like, ooh. You lose $5,000, you're like, oh. That hurt. And we'll try to find out, make a selection tonight for that Panther game. Hopefully we're on the right size.
What size are you?
Small.
Like, oh, yeah, follow him home. He was there. And next thing you know, taboo. You're done.
Taboo?
And they were good friends. They were best of friends. I mean, they were whatever. Whatever.
They were whatever. I remember the new Jay Edgar.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. Yeah, when he was, I've seen it.
And that was
what movie?
Yeah, sure I have. Well, what do you expect him to say? He's a liar.
I know last time was a problem, but I twerked out a couple things. I'll be ready to go.
Did you hear that? Twerk! Twerk like you're Miley Cyrus trying to prove something to your dad!
Twerk it, baby! Twerk it! That was my good friend Peter.
I like Peter Griffin. He's somebody to be good on.
From him in a while.
Yeah. Peter, if you're out there, give us a call. I'd love to hear your voice. You always you're inspiration for us every day when we put the tree up and put on the Christmas rods.
Yeah. Here, hold on. We got him, Sue.
This show sucks.
That's awesome. All right, if you go to Costco, and a lot of people do go, how many members do you think Costco has?
I don't know.
I was shocked when I heard this number.
I'm one of them. I don't know.
So am I.
Look at us.
Oh, my God. We're twinning. Why aren't we married?
You got a pen and paper?
We only got 40 minutes left.
We need a scroll.
Wow. How many people do you think they have at Costco? I was surprised by that.
Members?
Yeah, members.
Oh, I don't know. Across the country? Who knows? Lots and lots and lots.
You don't want to guess?
I don't.
Okay, great.
National 50 million.
Unbelievable. You're right there.
How much is it?
Let's go to track. 54 million.
54?
Wow.
That's a lot.
In the U.S.?
No, Argentina. Yes, the
Well,
US.
I don't know if there's anywhere else. Are there Costco's in other places?
I would imagine
I don't know.
they were worldwide, are they?
I don't know.
I just thought it was the U.S. But anyway, they're raising their annual fee. That's going to come down. And boy, is that going to make them a lot of money.
They're going from, what was it? Do you know the numbers, G-Man?
I thought it was 55 to 60. Am I mistaken?
No, 60 to 65.
That's close enough. Throw $5.
So Gold Star, well, that's why I asked before I interrupt because it's your story. But yeah, starting September 1st, Gold Star membership in the U.S. and Canada. Here we go. So Canada too. Costs will go to 65 up from 60. And then if you're an executive member, it'll go from 120 to 130.
I'm not an executive.
I am.
Oh, I got to be friends with you.
Baller.
I got to be friends with you. Now, what do you get extra? You get like a free cart with your name on it?
I honestly don't know.
You just pay the extra?
Matt pays for it.
All right, Matt, way to be.
But there are perks, clearly, to pay. I mean, paying double what the normal membership is.
But you don't know
I
what
just
it
don't
is.
know what the perks are.
God.
I just go and shop there.
It's like getting a hooker. You pay extra for dirty talk. I mean, that's what you know
What
you
do I get? If anybody knows for being an executive member, let me know because I have no idea.
By the way, that number must have been U.S. Costco is worldwide. They have 879 warehouses worldwide. And if I look up how many Costco members there are, it says 132 million. So I'm assuming that is worldwide.
And it's 52 million.
54 million would be U.S.
52 million.
52? Yeah, yeah. But that's still, that's a lot of members. And if they add up, how much more? $5 a person?
That's what I'm saying.
$5 with the regular and $10 extra for the executive.
Yeah.
But we don't know what the executives get. So if you know what the executives get at Costco.
Let me text Matt.
Text him.
I mean, you got to get something good, right?
Extra discounts, I'm sure.
Maybe when it comes to travel, tires.
Free hot dogs.
I don't get free hot dogs.
How do you know? He might get them. You don't even know.
You should.
I should get them, too, because I have the card.
Oh, wow. You're on his card. You're so nice.
They're so inexpensive as it is, though. I mean, they're only like, what, $1.50 or something like that?
Yeah, the hot dogs are cheap.
Yeah, people love them. I go to Costco twice a year. I go to get poinsettias. And then another time I go once in a while to meet this kid who owes me money.
Worth the membership.
Yeah, it is.
So executive members earn an annual 2% reward on qualifying purchases.
Oh, that's worth it.
They offer 100% satisfaction guarantee.
Wow.
And will cancel your fund membership fees at any time if a member is dissatisfied.
Just like Greek's Hooker.
I knew somebody who said that. You're guaranteed.
Satisfaction guaranteed.
Lower prices on check printing. I don't use checks. Auto buying. Roadside assistance included at no charge for vehicles covered through the auto insurance program, which we don't have the auto insurance program.
Oh, this is really worth it for you guys.
Additional travel benefits.
Way to sell it.
Executive members also receive, which we do get, the Costco Connection magazine.
Oh, wow.
Definitely worth the extra $60.
There we go.
I'm coming over your house later. I need something to read.
Each include a free household card, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, what am I paying for?
That's right. You're getting screwed. Stand the show long enough, you'll get screwed.
I don't know.
What kind of card is it? Is it gold?
No, I'll show you.
Let me show me yours. I'll show you mine.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Pull it out.
Executive member. It looks like that.
Oh, well, no, I don't have that.
Yeah.
I got just a little white card. Hold on. I got
the black card.
That's the best card to have. Believe me when I tell you. See, I got this. I got the white card.
Oh, yeah.
Like Amex.
Yeah, mine's way better.
Yeah, it is. I'm glad I'm friends with you. I'm glad I'm friends with you because you have something better than I do. If you didn't, then I don't want to be friends with you.
Even though I don't know what it gets me.
Oh, it gets you more than I get.
I get a magazine in the mail. You better be a black one if that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, this weekend. Happy holidays, everybody. I did get a couple of texts, Jimmy, if you could, before we could end the show for Push in the Bush. I don't think we should play in the Greek zone because he's not here.
Alrighty then. Would they like the new version? Is that what we're going for?
I think we like the new version, right?
Okay. Yeah. Are you ready? Are you ready, Greek?
Push in my bush. Push in my bush. Push in my bush.
You know I want to get down.
I think if we asked her to say that, she wouldn't. She'd be like, I'm not saying that.
Push in my bush.
I just don't understand where it came out.
Push in my bush. Push in my bush. Push.
It's just his ass.
Push in my bush.
You're adding more. You got to add the Taco Bell at the end. Oh, for the tunnel. It is the Penthouse, and like Sex with a Person, we get better as the days go on. Usually our best shows are Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Tuesday. So it's Friday. That's why this is a great show. Sunday. Actually, Sunday's the best.
But it's only music.
Oh, boy. All right. We're going to come back in a few minutes. Don't get excited, but get excited. And the Joker is winning in Wimbledon. Does it sound like I have money on him? I'm just saying. We'll be back. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
They're trying to get rid of hotel bathtubs, and I just can't stand for it.
You know what? I'm glad I didn't take your side.
Sealand, you've used a hotel bathtub before. I've seen it. Wait.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. That's AXS.com.
The Hartford Small Business Insurance knows opening a small business is a great achievement. They offer custom insurance solutions to fit your needs. Get a quote and find why over 1 million small business owners trust them at thehartford.com/smallbusiness.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
I-95 and the Turnpike crash-free in West Palm. A crash along Military just south of Okeechobee. Also a crash along Southern at Benoist Farms Road. That's traffic. I'm Rito Grant.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today.
Hey, it's the Greek, Monroe's of Palm Beach. Wizards and Wands, huge event, 500 cash prizes for the best costume, plus prize raffles all night long. Monroe's of Palm Beach, open till 5 a.m. It's Saturday, July 13th, Wizards and Wands. It's a big event. Stop by. You'll see a beautiful lady, enjoy a great night, and open till 5 a.m. It's Wizards and Wands with 500 cash on the line. Monroe's is open 7 days a week, and they're open at 5 a.m. with beautiful ladies all the time. The magic is there every night at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Peace.
Duffy's Sports Grill is your headquarters for all the summer soccer action. Enjoy ice-cold 2-for-1 drinks, 7 new exciting menu items, including sandwiches, sliders, and tacos. Don't forget about Duffy's fan favorites, including half-pound certified Angus beef burgers, fall-off-the-bone baby back ribs, fresh salads, and delicious pastas. With over 80 TVs at every location, you'll never miss a goal! Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more.
At Duffy's, our game is always on.
When the going gets tough, the tough gets StormSmart. Since 1996, StormSmart has simplified the process of protecting your home while increasing its living space and beauty. Because smart is easy. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
Hey, are you ready for the weekend? What plans do you have? You going to the beach? You going to hang out with your friends? Maybe golf? Well, you need plans this weekend to make sure you have a good weekend. And you also need plans for your retirement to make sure you have a good retirement. You worked hard, so have a plan and have some goals. And Trajan Wealth can help you. Call them today at 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. Offices in West Palm Beach. You have to have a plan for the weekend, and you need a plan for your retirement and to reach all your goals. You'll definitely have a good weekend, and that's important. But you want to have a good retirement. That's more important. Call Trajan Wealth today, 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. Enjoy your weekend. Peace. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
Yikes. It's like a sauna in here. Isn't your garage supposed to keep your car protected from the summer heat so it's nice when you get in? This is like a giant brick oven with your car parked right where the pizza should be. If the point of a garage is to keep your car clean and comfortable all year round, how do you expect this leaky old tinfoil door to stand up to all that heat? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Garage doors should be insulated.
If you love the door you have, we can add custom insulation to your existing bare metal panels. And if you're not so in love with the door you've got, we'll help you find a gorgeous new door with internally insulated panels to keep your garage cool and clean all summer long. And warm and clean all winter. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it nice. Tell you what, we'll bring you a pizza.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In office, West Palm Beach.
As temps rise, so do life's challenges. For $90, chill out with your marijuana card during MMJ Health's Meltdown Madness. Everyone deserves a retreat during the heat. Call 561-269-4137. Again, call 561-269-4137.
News Junkie is sponsored by FAMU's Mary. Educate, learn, talk.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Hi, I'm Angie Hicks, co-founder of Angie. When you use Angie for your home projects, you know all your jobs will be done well. Roof repair? Done well. Kitchen sink install? Done well. Deck upgrades? Done well. Electrical upgrade? Done well. Angie's been connecting homeowners with skilled pros for nearly 30 years, so we know the difference between done and done well. Hire high-quality, certified pros at Angie.com.
Time with family, laughs with friends, and cash back? Discover's got you covered on the last one. That's because Discover doubles all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cash Back Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Jason Weiser, attorney at law.
Real Radio weather.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are going to remain partly cloudy as we go through the rest of our Friday. Temperatures will be right near the upper 80s and about 90. Scattered showers and thunderstorms are still possible as we move through the day as well. A southwest wind means a lot of the rain could linger near the coastline as we head into the later part of the afternoon and evening. Skies are going to stay partly cloudy with a scattered storm again this weekend.
This report is sponsored by Summit Racing Equipment.
Upgrade your hot rod or muscle car with parts from Summit Racing. And right now, shop SummitRacing.com and use promo code RADIO for $10 off an order of $100 or more. SummitRacing.com. Exclusions apply. Offer ends July 21st, 2024.
The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration in the United States. Since it was established in 1861, there have been 3,517 people awarded with the medal. I'm Malcolm Gladwell, and our new podcast from Pushkin Industries and iHeartMedia is about those heroes. Listen to Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by the physicians at MMJ Health.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is the Penthouse on a luscious Friday afternoon. The sun is peeking through, getting ready for the weekend. So much to do this weekend, man. We didn't even get a chance to tell you what to do, but we'll get into some more stuff in a few minutes. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hey.
Quick trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, Wimbledon's going on right now. Men's division, if he wins, Joker will get into his opportunity to win his 25th singles men's title. That would be unbelievable. He's leading right now in the second set, 6-4, and it's 4-4 in second set. So we'll see what happens with Wimbledon. The Super Bowl of tennis, don't forget that. Yankees lose last night to Tampa, but they're in Baltimore this weekend for a big 3-game series. They're 3 games out. If they sweep, they're in good shape. We're tied for the All-Star break, and after a miserable month, that'd be great. If we get our ass kicked, we're 6 back, and we're talking sex change. We got problems, no doubt about it. Dolphins 24-1 in Vegas to win it all if Tua plays. So watch that bet if you put it in, because you never know. He might get into a big contract problem and maybe he doesn't play or miss training camp, which would put them behind the 8 ball. And that is your Greeks trifecta on a Friday. So this weekend there is a lot going on. We have Sammy Hagar, right? That's going on tomorrow night. We have the big event at Monroe's.
I got a couple things if we want to do it. Yeah, things around this weekend. Why not? Let's. It is a Friday.
Man, you're such in a great mood today. It's a pleasure to work with you.
I mean, it's just a thing I'm prepared for to do on a Friday because
prepared.
My job. So tonight,
really?
Tonight, Miami Marlins versus New York Mets.
You want to go?
The Lone Depot Parker. That's going on today. Excuse me. If you want some fun in your life, he's known as Fluffy. Gabriel Iglesias is going to be at the Hard Rock Live going on through Sunday. And then I love this. The Trolls. You know Trolls. The band. Trolls band together. They're hanging out. They're playing on the West Palm Beach waterfront.
All right.
Yes, that's tonight, Saturday. We also have more baseball going on. Marlins, Mets, Lone Depot Park. Tony Hinchcliffe, he is on my radar ever since that roast because I think he is absolutely hilarious. I know he has a podcast that I listened to a couple times, but he is on my radar. And if you like him, he's going to be at the Parker Playhouse in Fort Lauderdale. Then, if you are a fan of The Office, like I am, Rainn Wilson, who was a major character in The Office, he's going to be part of it. They're doing an Office Con.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
The Office Con going on at the Miami Airport Convention Center. So fans of The Office can relive their favorite memories of the show going on this weekend in Miami. The Miami Airport Convention Center is hosting a fan convention for the former NBC sitcom The Office. Actor Rainn Wilson will be there. He played Dwight Schrute, if you're not familiar with him. They said Leslie David Baker, who played Stanley, will host a pretzel eating contest. Stanley. Other characters you may recognize there will be the woman Angela, Meredith, Creed, Oscar, Toby, Jan, Roy, and David Wallace. Those are all the characters' names, but they're all going to be there, the people who played them. That's so fun. The 2-day event is called The Reunion, and it's going to take place tomorrow and Sunday. And that was new to me. I was like, gosh darn it. I love The Office. Love The Office.
Not a sitcom I've seen, but you know what? I might.
I think you would dig it.
I might try that out.
I think you would dig it. And then the Boca Burger Battle, as G-Man likes to call it, the Boca Burger Bash, going on Sanborn Square Park in Boca Raton tomorrow. We gave away tickets.
All week.
And
Carmine from Wild 95.5 is going to be with a host.
It looks like, it looks like he is.
He's going to be with a host?
He's going to be a host.
No, he's not allowed to talk to any other girls.
7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Chefs will
His girlfriend crushes him.
Chefs will create their grilling masterpiece and present them to celebrity judges, including Carmine from Carmine and Megan in the Morning.
Way to be, Carmine. I know you're doing it for free food.
Carmine and Megan? Who's the girl?
I think her name is Megan.
You can enjoy burgers, craft beers, wines, and seasonal spirits along with live entertainment. And then if you know what, you're like, burgers are my jam, but I love wings. There's a South Florida Wing Bash going on in Boca Raton at the South County Regional Park.
Oh, my God. There's so much to do, and I got to get a pedicure. It's crazy.
I know. Shakespeare by the Sea, Carlin Park, Jupiter, performing King Lear. If you want a little Shakespeare in your life, that is tonight, Saturday, and Sunday night. pbshakespeare.org for more information. And then we move to Sunday.
To G or not to G? That is the question.
That's so on point.
I couldn't have said it better if I said it myself.
So on
I'm surprised you didn't.
I was going to, but you stole my dinner. matter.
Some point.
2G or not 2G?
Oh no, he's gonna take that with him throughout the weekend.
Oh, you know.
That is the question.
Love you, Jimmy.
I can't wait for the email. Can you get me that drop?
Oh my God.
I can see it coming.
We have Miami Marlins Mets Lindico Park on Sunday. Copa America final going on. That's Argentina versus Colombia, and that's at the Hard Rock Stadium.
Go!
That's cute. That is going to be packed.
Be a great place to meet people.
If you want yourself a hottie Colombian girl, maybe show up there.
Buenos dias.
Say it again.
Whatever.
Nobody cares.
Buenas. I don't know where you get that from.
Where's this at?
Buenos
Sunday?
dias. Yeah, at Hard Rock Stadium.
Wow,
Copa America, the final.
That'd be a great place.
Argentina versus Colombia.
That'd be a great place.
It would be a great place.
To meet a girl. Just
Great
saying.
place. And then you got the Cars and Stripes car show at Renegades along Village Boulevard there. West Palm Beach runs from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Sunday. And there you go for things going on this weekend.
Actually, if you don't mind, I'll throw that in too when we were talking to Sammy Hagar and
oh, yeah. Good call.
And they've got the new Red Rocker Lager, and there's going to be a tastings event at Total Wine and More Saturday, tomorrow from 12 to 3 p.m. That is at 960 State Road 7 in Wellington. So if you're in that area, you want to stop by, try out that new Red Rocker Lager. I tell you what, I'm interested in it because Sammy was describing that it's sort of similar to Modelo, and I like Modelo. So that's a great idea. If you are in that area, you can swing by, maybe try that out.
And don't forget the big event at Monroe's tomorrow night, Wizards and Wands. Maybe you go see Sammy and then go over to Monroe's. That sounds like a perfect evening. And you guys are there and having just a great time. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. How about a celebrity that you think is nice, but you're a little bit like, he's pretty or she's pretty.
Maybe suspect, right?
Yeah,
You know,
Kabashi.
maybe not, we'll just make up words.
Yeah. Well, Kabashi means like not 100% legit. Is there anybody off the top of your guys' heads that you could think of that you're like, Now, Dan Marino always got slammed. He's a sports celebrity, obviously. But everybody, I mean, if you say Dan Marino, people are like, oh, he's a jerk. I don't think he's ever going to lose that. I really don't. I mean, like, it's just something, boom, when you mention his name, people say it. But anybody that you guys can think of off the top of your head, that it might be McEnroe. But you know what? I felt McEnroe was a jerk.
Well,
I liked him.
That was his persona.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That like this topic was based upon good celebrities that have a good reputation. That maybe you're a little suspect if you were to really meet them in real life, in person. Would they be all that good or not? The only other one I was thinking of too is I wonder. I'm not saying he is, but I wonder if Tom Cruise is as nice as some people might think. I don't know.
You know, he was on my. I was thinking about that when I brought up the Tom Hanks thing when we were talking about this earlier on the show. Tom Cruise crossed my mind too.
The third time we're on the same path. We got to go to track this afternoon. Stop by maybe Palm Beach Kennel Club, bet some horses. Yeah, I was going to say Tom Cruise, too, because I know a couple people who know him, and they said he's...
I don't know. I have nothing to go by, just other than this type of this article. It was, it was just a Reddit thread that people shared. They were coming up with their own different ideas. Michael Bublé is the big one that's letting a lot of people down, but some other people on here. I mean, again, we have heard about like Jack Nicholson. I don't know. I don't know if he ever really had a good... people thought of them that way. I don't know. He just probably maybe a neutral thought with him. I'm not sure.
A buddy of mine sat next to Andy Garcia, famous actor for years, and said he wasn't the friendliest person, but it could have just been a flight, and maybe he didn't want to talk.
Never know. And I appreciate 47142 because we were talking about Costco memberships going up in September, and I had no idea what my membership got me besides shopping at Costco. And for the executive, they says with it, you get a certain percentage of what you spend back at the end of the year.
Oh.
So depending on how much you spend, the membership could actually turn out to be free.
Oh, well, then I'm going to get the bigger one.
You don't shop there that often.
Well, I buy poinsettias.
Oh, okay. So what's...
145.
I'm
going to get the bigger one.
I always want the bigger one because maybe it's a chance to bump into you. Like that day I got tires and you were following me, and I was like, "You're following me and getting tires?"
That was not it.
Geez,
I was actually in there first.
What?
I was in there first.
I was going there way before you. God. Jimmy, we got somebody on hold.
We do. We have Bernie on the line. Bernie, welcome to the Penthouse. How you doing today, bud?
Hey, guys, you want to know who one of the biggest a-holes is? It's Tommy Lasorda.
Really? Where'd you meet Lucero?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I lived in Drew Beach when the Dodgers used to come here all the time. Well, they had spring training.
And he wasn't cool?
No, one of my friends worked in the restaurant there.
Yeah.
He threw a turkey sandwich back at her.
Oh, really? Oh, jeez. Tommy,
Wow, that's a D move.
Yeah. Tommy, they used to have him a lot of times going out to the bullpen, mic'd up, man, and he would curse like unbelievable.
Oh, maybe it goes right along the lines.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, wow, that's interesting. Well, thank you for the call. We appreciate it.
All right, guys, have a great weekend.
You too.
Take care. Thank you so much, Bernie. Appreciate the call. We got our buddy Evan checking in with us. Evan, welcome to the Penthouse. What's going on, bud?
Hey, everyone.
Evan.
Yeah, Greek, I'm no longer going to make fun of you for getting flat tires.
Why?
Well, a couple weeks ago, I went in and had my vehicle serviced, and they said everything's fine except your tires are getting some wear on them. So we checked in, and my tires are rated for 50,000 miles, where there's 40,000 miles on them. And so I said, I'm going to get tires. And problem is, I had custom rims put on my vehicle, so my tires are off-size, so I have to order them. And they're not generic tires now. So I had to order the tires. They came in Wednesday, and so my appointment was for yesterday. So I went out last night or yesterday. I went out and got my mail. I noticed I had a flat tire. So, and I looked, and there's a screw in there. So I went and I got my spare out, and I was in my vehicle. I have an SUV, and the vehicle, they have a bracket going across the tire that holds it in. And so as I'm taking it out, the bracket hit the valve stem on the spare and broke that. So now I have two flat tires.
Oh, that's awesome. You feel like me now.
So then I had to, and the appointment was in a couple hours. So I called him up and I said, listen, I'm not going to be able to make the appointment. And what I had to do is I had to call a tow truck to take my car over to drop off the tires. They said, oh, we're sorry, you missed the appointment, so now you're going to have to reschedule for tomorrow. So my car is at this place right now, waiting to get the tires on. I got to pick it up tonight. So I had to leave my car overnight. And I said, well, I just Greeked myself.
Yeah,
got screwed.
You Greeked yourself. 2 flat tires is a bad time. But I had 3 in a week, so.
This is at once.
Well, then you got 2 more to go.
Don't jinx me now, buddy. Don't jinx me.
Oh, I don't believe in that jinx
too late
stuff.
now.
I don't believe in that jinx stuff. The Greek or not the Greek? I mean, what do you want to do? We're going to run with that all weekend, Freddie said. What about the Yanks, Evan? Are they in Tapioca City? Are they Benihana? We in trouble, huh?
Nah.
No?
Nah, they got, no. It's, everybody has a slump.
Yeah.
And this is they're having like a Marlin slump, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, they're really, they got their no pitching. They haven't had a pitcher that got out of the 5th inning in like 4 weeks. And they're going to the bullpen so early, they're getting smacked. And you know what? Nobody likes him. And I got this from my good buddy Mike, and he's right. I agree. And we both talked about this. Since Stanton went out, they have fallen apart offensively. Stanton was having a good year, and he's a guy you got to worry about to pitch to. And since he's been down, that's hurt the Yankee lineup. It really has.
Well, it does in the hitting part, but it doesn't. But the pitching, I think they wore out the pitching at the beginning of the season because they didn't have Cole, so they were just using the pitchers too much. I think they just need to, have a little break, and then I think they'll be okay though.
I hope so.
I'm a fan, man. I have to.
I know.
I have to have that way,
No, I know you're a fan. So am I. I mean, we just got off to such a great start, and then all of a sudden, last month, the fans get so down on it, but they just played out, out the wing. So that's why they were doing so good. Evan,
and I've been reading a lot about.
Go ahead.
Real fast. I've been reading a lot about Tua.
Yeah.
And I'm reading that what they're thinking about doing is franchising him, and when they franchise him, then they're going to pay him. I think it's $44 million with the franchise.
Yeah.
And can he opt out of the franchise and just not play?
If he doesn't wanna, yeah. I mean, any contract they can do it. I mean, the same thing. He's got 20. He's under contract right now for $23 million. He could sit out. He's not getting paid though. That's for sure.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So, but he could opt for he could take the 44 and then go on the free market next year.
Next year, not now. Yeah, but they could. They could do something to him next year too. So, I mean, what I read, he wants in the $55 million to $60 million range.
Yep.
And I'm not giving him that.
So franchise, you could. may I ask you a question? Can you franchise each year?
I think they're only allowed to do it twice. Off the top of my head, I don't have it in front of me. I think a team's only allowed to do it twice to a player, but you would have to research that.
Okay. So that is an option for that. Okay. All right. I'll be listening to the zone.
You got it, buddy. We got Rob Vino calling in today and Drew Martin, both guys. We're going to break down some handicap, and we'll talk a a little football. Thanks, Evan.
Yeah, who's Rob Vino?
He's a handicapper out of Philadelphia. Funny,
because he's making fun of you.
It's a show, Evan. I knew who Rob the Greek Zone today, talking to our bud buddy, Rob Vino.
A few minutes later.
Rob Vino. Who's Rob Vino? Anybody know?
Anybody know? Anybody?
That's the original, isn't it?
That is the OG of the A Few Minutes Later.
Can we hear Push Push before we leave?
Oh, yeah, we can do that. Sure, why not? It's the number one. It's going to chart.
I think so, too.
Oh, hey, we got to get Roll Tide next week because somebody asked me that twice.
Roll Tide?
Alabama.
Oh, okay.
Push, push in my bush. Push, push in my bush. Push, push in my bush.
Do aerobics.
Push, push in my bush. Bush.
Could you imagine if you were having a party and this was your doorbell?
In my bush. Bush. Push, push in my bush. Bush. Push, push in my bush. Bush.
There's not a lot to it, but
In my bush. Bush. You can learn the words super easy.
Yeah.
Sing along with. Yeah.
even Greek might get it.
I don't think you need anything else. I'm going to be honest. Perfect. It is the Penthouse on a Friday. This is a great show. I don't say it often, but I say it a lot. That was a great show today. We got to thank our staff who do a great job. Can't thank them enough. Jimmy, great job, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you, Greek. Thank you, Francis. Thank you, Andrew, helping us today with our interview with Sammy Hagar
And what's in
Michael
Greek's
Anthony.
pants, too.
And what's in Greek's pants.
Yes.
That's right. And thank you for listening.
Franny, this is probably the most fun I've had working with you in 13 years.
Really?
You did a great
This is
job.
it, huh?
You said hi to
Doesn't
me.
say a lot.
Yeah. You said hi to me in the morning, and from there on, it
I
was
say
just...
hi to you every morning. I just said first this time around.
Yeah, you did. Because
I know.
usually I come in and I go, hi,
You
and you're
do.
like,
Shut up.
yeah, I don't care about anything.
Certainly.
So when you said hi to me, I mean, it was like getting a gold card and becoming a black card.
I'm glad I made your day.
Thank you,
You're
Dave.
an executive right now,
Oh.
an executive card holder.
Oh, thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. I'll text you later. But great job all around.
Thank you. Have a great weekend, Jimmy, G-Man. Of course, you have a fantastic weekend, and make sure you're tuned in because we still have a grain in your hand going on. You have your next keyword coming around 2 o'clock. You're going to hear Rover from Rover's Morning Glory. Give it to you. Take that keyword, enter realradio921.com, and hopefully you will win $1,000. G-Man, do you have any parting words before the Greek Zone?
If you're drinking a Pepsi and you only finish it halfway, is it a Diet Pepsi? What's wrong with that?
That would be him.
I don't think that's funny. It's a serious question. I got up in the middle of the night and I was thinking about that.
Okay.
And the girl I was with, she said, what'd you say? I said, you drink a can of Pepsi, right? And you drink half it. Is it a diet? I love you. Money's on the dresser. Have a great afternoon, everybody. You're on your own.
Is that what you said?
Live without a net. Suck it podcasts. Unless you're our podcast.
That can get fixed in post, right?
Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
I-95 and the Turnpike crash-free in West Palm. A crash along Military just south of Okeechobee. Also a crash along Southern at Benoist Farms Road. That's traffic. I'm Rito Grant.
This report is sponsored by Summit Racing Equipment.
Upgrade your hot rod or muscle car with parts from Summit Racing. And right now, shop summitracing.com and use promo code RADIO for $10 off an order of $100 or more. SummitRacing.com. Exclusions apply. Offer ends July 21st, 2024.
Hey, it's the Greek, Monroe's of Palm Beach. Wizards and Wands, huge event, 500 cash prizes for the best costume, plus prize raffles all night long. Monroe's of Palm Beach, open till 5 a.m. It's Saturday, July 13th, Wizards and Wands. It's a big event. Stop by. You'll see a beautiful lady, enjoy a great night, and open till 5 a.m. It's Wizards and Wands with 500 cash on the line. Monroe's is open 7 days a week, and they're open at 5 a.m. with beautiful ladies all the time. The magic is there every night at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Peace.
Should I be supporting my brain health?
There's a way to support your overall brain health, including memory, and it's called Nariva.
Nariva Brain Health supplements have clinically tested ingredients that can support up to 7 indicators of brain health, including memory.